Hello everyone and welcome back to Reflect 2019, where we are ketchup and mustard, and we are more than ready to welcome you to our Mortal Kombat 11 top 8 as we have Afoxygrampa and Derpy ready to kick things off. To start with, of course, we had a really cool tournament yesterday, but we did play down to the top 8, which are ready and raring to get started. We have £1,000 pop bonus. Of course, thank you and a huge shout outs to CEX who powered this tournament and for providing the pop bonus for Mortal Kombat 11, as we have some good games to get ready for. I think we can expect Foxy to do quite well. We know Foxy is, he is the favourite to win this tournament, but he's by no means the top UK player here. Derpy is going to be potentially quite a challenge for him. But we have the invasion from France as well in some capacity. I think France kind of split their resources. Some went to Fighting Games Challenge, others went here. In attendance, we have Ganondorf and HappyPow, who are in the top 8. HappyPow is on the winner's side and will be facing off against OmegaK in the next game of winners. And then we have Ganondorf on the loser side of top 8 as well, who will be seeing at the same time a little bit later on. So I think it's been a nice demonstration. We don't have every UK player in attendance. This was a strict 18+ event due to the fact that Mortal Kombat is an 18+ game. So we're not going to see like Dizzy TT, for example, who would be another favourite to do well, for sure. But I mean, we can still expect some really good games. I'm curious as to who Foxy's going to pick, to be honest. I think it's going to depend on who plays who. So, of course, Derpy has been playing 52-card Aron Black pretty much the entire tournament. Known really for Kung Lao, but has definitely made the transition to Aron Black. I don't know how recently. I know he's always had the character in like his back pocket, but I don't know how long he's been like really kind of pioneering maining the character. But obviously he's known for Kung Lao as well. He has a nice Scorpion that he was dabbling in, but it really is Aron Black and Kung Lao. And speaking of Kung Lao, of course, Afoxygrampa we know plays Lao and Cassie. Now, this is a matchup that we know Afoxygrampa is going to be very familiar with, because who else plays Aron Black? Glue, who is one of Foxy's absolute oldest training partners, who is also still playing at a very high level. So this is a matchup that we know Foxy is going to be most confident with. But at the same time, Derpy, he's a very meticulous player, very calculated, looking to... and he's been preparing for this matchup as well. I mean, Foxy just fresh off Combo Breaker, where he had that legendary match against Sonic Fox in the top 8. Kung Lao versus Aron, and then it became Kung Lao and Jackie. It was it was such a good match, but... there's been a little bit of time since then. Cassie versus Aron in particular, Foxy will really like this matchup too. He's very confident against Aron Black with Cassie. If Aron has no rifle rounds, she can outzone him quite well. And Foxy kind of, he's a very slow-paced and neutral-heavy player. He's not afraid to play that sort of like defensive game that he really has sort of patented at this point. And of course, this is going to be 3 out of 5 going into top 8, so we are having the same pro competition rule sets. The players are nice and used to it again. But of course, Foxy's starting things off. I mean, this is the style of Cassie that we know he plays, right? He's used to this matchup. He knows that Cassie can outzone Aron, especially if he runs out of rifle rounds. I know the rifle is going to be a big deciding factor in this matchup, because obviously that really is Aron's kind of best go-to answer from full screen, especially considering like the low shot, she can't go underneath, which is a big thing. But it really just forces Aron to come to her, right? Like, Aron thrives on having the life lead, getting the acid on the screen, and controlling the neutral in that way. But Cassie doesn't really ever want to be playing close to you in any fashion, right? She wants to sit away, she wants to keep you out and frustrate you with those low gunshots. And Aron doesn't have the best answer for it if he's not winning, right? If he doesn't have the lead. He's one of those interesting characters that his acid game just gives him such an amazing bonus if he has the advantage, but when he doesn't, you can somewhat take it away from him. And that's what Foxy does, right? In the moment he gets a life lead, Derpy, Aron Black's good at putting down the acid, he's good at destroying your projectiles and forcing you to come in, but when he's in a position where he's the one that has to close in the space, it's not so easy to enforce. Derpy pretty significantly down now. The 1-1-1 gets blocked, and that 1-1-1 is a very dangerous string. No confirm. Could have been a full combo there. Needs a lot more than a grab to get the job done, but well, any damage is good damage. It seems that after near enough every touch that isn't the amplified slide, he's ending at a range that just isn't. Yeah, he's finishing at a range that just isn't great for Aron, right? Cassie thrives like kind of like jump distance, perhaps a little bit closer. In terms of mids and general buttons she has access to, right? Safe mids, advancing mids, zero on block mids if she's close enough. And then from any further away, you've got like amazing anti-airs, you've got the crouching gunshot. She just really thrives at the ranges that Aron Black kind of leaves you most of the time. And then, of course, the moment you're waiting for Cassie's dangerous mid-games to come in, You're crouch blocking, which means that she's going to grab you easily. Here comes the launch from Derpy. I like the amplify there, just knock him away too. Sitting in the acid, so that's going to do a little bit of damage. That's going to help Derpy out. Plenty more where that came from though. The down 4 and hit's going to give him some pressure. And now Foxy's going to take his turn back, using his only bar of amplify so far, but...
Oh, okay, back to it again.
Ugh.
No counter hit or anything. Foxy just caught slipping in that moment. Derpy finds himself in the life lead for the first time. Oh, the whip punish into the slide. There it is. Spends the amplify. The wake up attack. And push right back into the acid. But again, they're back to the advancing mid. So dangerous. Oh, Foxy has that fatal blow. Derpy has to be careful.
If he gets hit by a forward 4, Foxy will confirm that into a full combo. There's a throw tech. Oh! Oh,
that should be it. Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
it.
I love that choice from Derpy. Throw the close acid. Foxy, if he wants to sit full screen, he runs the risk of amplified shot, which was still locked and loaded because he had the meter. And there we go. Wonderful tech. Foxy, it's so hard to throw Foxy in this game. I mean, or any NRS game for that matter. There's that corner pressure, right? That's where Foxy wants to keep Derpy. Foxy's not going to want to play actually up until the corner because her damage is cut so bad. It's almost not worth it for her to keep corner pressure when the distance is what she wants anyway. That's the one thing you have with this variation. It's this variation and the other one with Cassie where one gets some corner combos because of the stun. This one just doesn't. So it's mid-screen or bust. With the mid-screen, she plays exceptionally well. There's a confirm now. Derpy. He's going to get a launch. Drops the combo.
Drops the combo into a full punish, no less.
I wonder if Derpy, again, like, you know...
No, I wouldn't say that. It's just, it is quite a tricky combo.
I don't know, man. I mean, the moment I see Derpy in tournament, his execution is not as good as it is in casuals.
But I feel like that really hasn't been a thing for him this tournament. He's been playing incredibly well. And just, and there he is,
wow!
Crouch. That's something Derpy does that I think is really strong. I'm surprised he goes straight into fatal blow, but he is going to get the chance to, and he will! Point blank. Guns to the face. But that's something that Derpy's been doing, right? You know, again, it's very quick to say perhaps the player's nervous, perhaps, you know, there's some execution.
I'm talking mostly about Derpy in particular.
But
He's been
Derpy hasn't had that issue with MK11. Every tournament I've seen him play in MK11, that is no longer an issue he has. I think thoroughly he is getting over that mold, you know, that mountain, which used to give him such problems. But that's Derpy's story, isn't it? That he comes from Mortal Kombat X, which was his first proper fighting game, and then Injustice 2 was kind of the game he played a lot to really shape himself, you know, and that kind of helped him deal with tournament nerves. Speaking of which, and here he is going 1-to-1 against the Afoxygrampa, right? In a matchup that we know Foxy is more than familiar with.
The growth of Derpy. Derpy has just gone from strength to strength in this game. I'm really happy to see the potential come out with this guy.
It's the UK, dude. The UK is getting a lot better at NetherRealm games. We're a big Mortal Kombat fan base, and it's beginning to show in how many strong players we seem to have access to nowadays. But we actually saw at the end of that game, right, Derpy, he just went for that instant crouch into the standing 2, right? That's something Derpy does. If he reads a high, he just taps down as opposed to holds it. You know, he just commits to the read straight away.
Oh my god!
Oh, and again, there's pressure coming through the acid. Foxy managing to press a mid the second the acid disappears, so no damage taken. They restand. All the delay into the mid, but Derpy showing respect.
I think Derpy would much rather take the grab in that situation. If he hits forward 4-1, he will get hit by the fatal blow, and that would have killed from that health for sure. This risk assessment, 100%.
But he's playing out of his mind. A big thing is Derpy seems to be playing really aggressive until he has the lead. I think he's realized that the life lead is paramount to being able to do something in the neutral here. And again, you're seeing Derpy, he's going for the breakaway the second he gets hit by the low shot, which is a way of avoiding Oki from being launched. Not going to matter anyway, there's going to be another launch. Oh, the trade into the down 1 Derpy. He's swinging back.
And now he's got his back to the wall. Foxy isn't going to mind that too much as long as he's got, you know, buttons to whiff punish. But there's the catch. Derpy caught pressing buttons. Foxy should be able to win this round, but not if he drops combos like this, giving him an avenue to come back here.
I mean, there's a huge life deficit, but this is around black. You know, the damage, he just shot a bullet out of the air. That's just so... Oh, what? Oh, he got pushed towards Foxy. That's very unfortunate for Derpy. Wow, blocked the glow kick and just... He got pulled back.
I can't remember how minus that move is. Maybe
anywhere between 0 and -3.
I mean, if she's -3 and you get dragged towards, that might be more beneficial.
Actually, Xarakamaka was showing me that earlier on. Depending on whether you're stand blocking or crouch blocking or what range she does it at, it can be anywhere between 0 and -3, I believe. So barely minus or 0. Regardless, at the range, right? Any of those options are the range he's going to be at. And Derpy, he's using almost all of his offensive bar to zone out, but he's getting not too bad for it. And there it is. Foxy getting caught by that back 2 again, that fast mid, and there's the crouch again. Foxy giving Derpy a taste of his own medicine.
Derpy just pressuring with the wrong button. It's going to be a high, which is going to be easily crouched. Now he's going to get the jump kick.
There's the nut kick into pressure. Oh no, he finally challenges the forward 4 and he becomes -18 for it. Feels bad, man, but acid drop. Woo.
I think Derpy was attempting the anti-air but hesitated at the last minute.
Yeah, Foxy 6 out button now, the fatal.
Oh, I can't believe it! He just did it and it worked! I think that's the MK11. Playing slow neutral for like 30 seconds, and then
I was just about to point out that Derpy was going to look for something to react to, and he just did it, and it worked. I mean, fair enough, it worked. Oh!
I mean, he's given him the life lead. He's got a bar. Oh, out comes the gun. Does he have time? He's underneath!
My man is crouching down. He's out of bullets! He's got no bullets and no meter either.
If he gets in acid range, it's over. But
Foxy knows.
Oh, he shot through it! Bang, bang, bang! This is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, I love you, kitchen gun!
Oh my god. And there's a fatality, Derpy giving himself some more time. And all that started on the back of the fatal blow. People are, I don't know about you, but people are bringing a lot of guns to this fight, you know what I mean? And acid. Look at that, that's not one-on-one. That ain't honorable. That definitely wasn't honorable.
2-1 to Derpy right now.
Dude, this is looking good for him. Off the back of that fatal blow too. I love that decision, right? Derpy's playing very clean, very slow, and that's a very Foxy style of neutral, right? Derpy definitely took a lot of inspiration from Foxy back in the MKX days, right? And I'm not talking about character selection, I mean just general attitude to the game. So seeing him, you know, fling something like that out, because Aaron Black's got one of, if not the best fatal blow in the game, right? 10 frames, projectiles, multiple times. It's just, it can work in those situations. Well, we're going fresh into a new game now. No time to think about what just happened. And now Derpy's sticking out buttons, but not really with them with punishable range just yet. There we go, Derpy. So much confidence. And that's one of the big things that I think players are starting to have. And Foxy with these combo drops, that's unfortunate, man. Losing the damage, losing the positioning, losing the opportunity to go for grab or forward 4. Yeah. Well, of course, though, seeing that Foxy does have a nice life lead already. But not too much. I think it very quickly goes back and forth.
Oh, okay. He's constantly waiting for the back two.
Oh no! You were just talking about combo drops that cost you big. Derpy may not have gotten hit by the full combo, but the breakaway. To lose both defensive bars in this match was huge. And again, Derpy with the knowledge! Crouching underneath the crouching gunshot. This is like, how low can you go? Was that limbo?
I mean, it's going to be anyone's game now.
He's got a fatal blow.
I mean, yeah.
I'll be super nervous.
If Foxy does anything from range, he's going to get fatal blowed for his trouble. He has to be really careful. Low gunshot, I assume, would go underneath if he can get rid of the armor, but... Oh, look at the clock, guys. We have not much time
left! The whiff punish! Derpy straight away with the fatal blow. I actually really like this. So, even though it wasn't necessary to fatal blow there, that is probably one of the harder fatal blows in the game to punish on block, right, is Cassie's. Because it's, again, it varies on how much on block it is depending on where it hits, how high up. So even though it was an expensive way to take the round, Derpy took it nonetheless and just walked straight up with the back two. Ooh, okay. Slight difference here. I think Derpy going for something a bit easier. Doesn't want to maybe drop the combo again. Nah, Foxy needs to make something happen. He needs to make it happen right now, otherwise Derpy's going to run away with this. 3-1, there's a launch. Yeah, keep it simple. Doesn't want the dash in down 1. We just want to guarantee the acid drop, and the acid is the key to all of this. Wait, look at the life deficit already. Derpy, and the throw, another tech from Foxy. Even though his back's to the wall, he's not falling out for it just yet. Another walk up to the throw. Foxy getting a little bit more aggressive now. Foxy's been playing this matchup from a distance the whole time, but now he's finally deciding to rush down and go for the stagger game if he can. But the throws right now are just doing all the work. Oh, okay, there's the hit confirmed. Counter hit 2. And here's the adaptation.
Just enough out the corner that he could have gone for it. But we don't get the nut punch at the end. That's
unfortunate. Always looking. Foxy always looking for it. Forced the defensive bar out of Derpy. Jumps clean straight in, and Afoxygrampa. You see in the adaptation, right, the adjustment, he's decided to completely flip the switch. He's gone from hyper defense to hyper aggression.
But the thing is, the moment he doesn't have a life lead, that defensive style, Aaron Black can start to trade. He can start to get rid of projectiles. He can start to play instant jump. That's how ready Foxy was. No need to go for a jump in now. The gravity wasn't available. Down forward hit. It's going to guarantee more of this pressure. A good block on the overhead from Foxy. And now defense from Derpy. The down 1. The turn stealer into a grab. It's match point for Derpy, but do not count out Afoxygrampa. He's been down so many times in the past.
And there it is. Derpy, you know, he used that fatal blow right at the start, so that's a huge resource that has been getting rounds for him that he doesn't have anymore. But the down 2, big chunk of damage coming through. Another grab. This is giving Derpy a lot of opportunity. If he gets
activate fatal blow.
Anything into the acid or a combo, Derpy's looking good right now. And there it is, a bar spent. He only has 1 shot left in the rifle though, so that crouching gunshot. Oh! Drop kick missed completely. Oh!
I'm surprised Foxy didn't break away that. He's on the acid.
Oh no! Got it! Oh! Oh! He literally suplexed back into the acid. I can't believe it. And Derpy, though, Derpy having the tournament of his life, taking out Xarakamaka yesterday, Ganondorf for top 8, and now Afoxygrampa in a super close game. Really, really impressive set to start the day off.
Yeah, that was
my man
that was
suplexed onto acid. That is so unfortunate.
He just, I mean,
we saw it. He picked her up, and the second she started moving back,
she's like,
oh, no, what are you doing?
You can watch it in slow motion, and it probably makes the experience all that much better. But, I mean, let's not count out Foxy. He's been in the loser's bracket before, and we'll see if he can make it through. But, yeah, I mean, that was just Derpy. I don't want to say out-patiencing Foxy, but the big thing was that Foxy was going hyper-defensive all the time. And then when he didn't have the life lead, it's like he was actually in a pretty unfavorable position because Aaron Black can get rid of the projectiles. The acid was, I mean, acid is acid. It makes a really big deal. But Derpy's whiff punishment, like the moment we get come within that close to jump distance, where you stick out a button and you bait them into coming in, that small little step back into a button, like Derpy was doing a lot of that crazy like. I'm trying to find the word for it really. It's that the kind of footsies you play where you're always looking for that little button that you can just catch.
It's just footsies.
But like really
it's just
good.
playing really good
footsies.
Real clean footsies. Crispy footsies. But we are going to be moving on to, I can't believe that was just our first game of the day. OmegaK versus HappyPow. Now, I'm going to just talk about the elephant in the room straight away. OmegaK, the clumsy bastard that he is, fainted in the venue.
A few hours ago.
Yeah, a few hours ago. He fainted, unfortunately, and hit the ground face first. So paramedics came and he's all right. They made sure he was okay. He's been hydrated. He's had some food, but
he just has
unfortunately he now has some grazes on his face.
He has some pretty nasty carpet burn. Because I mean, look at that carpeted floor, man. That's a killer right there.
Yeah, man. But all jokes aside, he is okay.
He's fine.
Don't worry. He's all right. And ready to play, of course. soldiering on, ready to play HappyPow.
If we don't laugh about it, we'll cry.
Hey, man. We've known him for a long time, and so have many of you guys, right? He's a cool guy. It happens, but he's alright. And now we'll move on from it, going into this winner's side top 8 match.
Monster?
I am the Alpha and the Omega.
An egomaniac
He said Omega.
monster.
I think he just pointed out the quote, the Alpha and the Omega. Does that make HappyPow the Alpha? Now, of course, we just saw HappyPow play this matchup in the money match before, and he looked very comfortable in it. However, OmegaK, a little bit more optimized on the Gira side. Obviously, he plays a lot more. However, that was flawless blocks. That was literally just flawless block. He was just flawless blocking constantly to try and get something, but Omega just did not let it happen. There's the raw forward 2-1, and he confirms it into better spikes immediately. And now, keeping it meterless. Standing 4 into extensions there does a lot more. He tried to finish the string. That would have been a crushing blow to the round end. That would have been clean, but he didn't quite get the end. And HappyPow just, oh my word! Omega just making those hard reads on defense. That was definitely an anti-air attempt. No pay. Oh my goodness! Just the raw sand trap. Okay, Omega going to take the first round.
Oh my god! He literally just, oh my god. I'm not going to repeat what Omega just said.
Fight.
So the turnaround immediately. Omega
the whiff punish!
Oh, that was so good. However, he's got to keep it really simple now again. Keep it meterless forward 2-1-2 into choke will do it. And the grab.
Now, I think that's the first time he's gone for the grab, too. And we saw a lot. It's very common for Geras players to go for the mid because it's so safe, but it is a mix-up. It's a true mix-up. If they read your wake-up timing, it's grab or mid, and that's going to be it. That's going to be the defensive bar forced at HappyPow. Omega put in a very good situation now.
I mean, ultimately, the problem is, the moment you try and roll Geras, his forward 2-1-2 will either chase down your back roll or whatever roll you choose to do, and he gets out of danger if you roll the other way. And there's
max
range.
That's still not giving the life lead, though.
Not even close.
Oh, no, he tried to tick.
Yeah, he definitely tried to tick grab that.
HappyPow got hit. No defensive bar here, HappyPow. Does he have the crushing blow? Oh, no, he doesn't. But he manages to get the 3 knees. That's quite tough. Oh, there's the attempt from Omega. Expecting the chase down maybe from HappyPow, but HappyPow was playing reserved. Didn't stick anything out.
It was the classic. He tried to down 1 tick into the environment interaction, but HappyPow got hit by the down 1, which actually made it punishable. Dedicate!
Oh, he dedicated!
Snap! That's a lot of damage. Just like that. And delay. Here comes Happy. Plus frames. Yep, he's trying
he stuck out the plus frames into a counter hit crushing blow button. I like the attempt from HappyPow, but it didn't quite work. Still on a defensive bar for OmegaK. You see how long it takes to come back. That's a counter hit, another crushing blow incoming. Wah!
30%. HappyPow still has that fatal blow, though. He hacked onto it. Oh, woke up with a button, but the throw tech came through as well. Oh, empty jump gets anti-ed clean. Now, if HappyPow catches him just now, he's got the fatal blow. Just short of having breakaway available. There's the 1-1-1. Oh, it doesn't confirm. The game was over, and that was a spaghetti ending, but Omega will take it. Maybe just wanted the brutality. You know what I mean? Maybe just really wanted the brutality. The music played late there. Did you notice that? Kind of. Still though. Right as he's about to leave, it goes din din. Definitely not the cleanest game in the world, but Omega's going to be taking that regardless. Smiles all round though. That was 100%. I mean, look. It was a bit of an unorthodox ending, that's for sure, but I mean, if it works, it works. I mean, and in a tournament setting, you can't question it. I feel like we see a lot of scrambles in MK11, so it all comes down to who can come off better in those last-minute situations.
I call bullshit.
Whoa, 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 she allowed to say that? I can't say that. This is a family stream. You said it earlier before the money match. Yeah, but no, but that's because that's a tweet. I was reading a tweet. Yeah, I guess that excuses it. And yeah, now, Happy. Waiting for these wake-up attacks. There's the hit confirm. Alright, yep. Saving the bar. One thing Omega really likes to do, especially when they have breakaway, is just save the meter. Oh, wake up, flawless block. I love it. It's a shame we didn't get a button out of it, though. Oh. I don't know what's going on, Jake. No, Omega got a neutral jump, too. I think that was a flawless block attempt of his own. And no, it was what HappyPow was doing after it. Wow. Wake up 3. Oh, there it is. Give me that turn back, baby. Ha! Here comes that plus frames. And the jump, he tries to challenge it. 4-2-1-2, last breath, and the choke will do it. Didn't quite have the defensive bar, so it was guaranteed. Now, I love Omega, so I know Geras is a very common character in competitive, but I love the way Omega plays it, because obviously I feel like he's just got a very clean Geras, right? I feel like, very, very calculated, he's very intelligent with what he chooses to do, right? Clean decision making. Here come better spikes. The unsung hero of the better spikes really is the plus frames that come with it. Like, he gets such a guarantee. Ooh, that was a big call out from Omega there. I mean, if HappyPow was slow on the whiff punish, he actually would have eaten the entire one, and that would have hit by itself and triggered the crushing blow. And, oh, wow. Yeah, Omega, again, just trying to... Whereas I'm talking about how clean he's playing, we just see like 4 down ones in a row. What's going on? Is that my fault? Am I doing this? And here's that offense from HappyPow. And there it is, the reversal throw. Fatal blows in play, as is 2 bars of meter. Mix up. Oh, he didn't commit. Okay. Well, they're going to be able to get the throw anyway. This is still fatal blow death territory. Yeah, he's looking for something to react to. Watch out, Omega. Yeah, he's really trying to bait. And he's too far away. Yeah, I feel quite like, work out. Good stuff there from Happy. I understand why you see Omega go for those kind of like long-range fatal blows if he catches a button, but I think as HappyPow, he has no reason to press a button from that range, right? He knows fatal blows in play. He knows if he blocks it, he can get a punish on the dash punch. And you saw HappyPow dancing at the range, almost like HappyPow was wanting Omega to go for the fatal blow there because he wanted to punish, and he did exactly that. And again, you see HappyPow sticking out that button, fishing for the counter hit. He wants the launch. Oh, but he's going to get a standard one anyway. Omega popping his breakaway a little bit late. Unfortunately, he's been clipped again, so now he has a lot of work to do. And at this stage, the round has been absolutely deleted. And HappyPow's going to tie things up 1-1. Yeah, you have to be very careful when you go for those dangerous, punishable fatal blows, because not only obviously it cost him the round, which is huge in its own right, but momentum. If you're going to try and go for it and have it baited, just like that, the way we saw HappyPow go for it, it is going to kind of be a bit of a morale killer, right? If you are feeling any sort of momentum, it's going to be gone. Then you have to kind of build it up again. But going into game 3 now, only 1 game apiece in this best of 5. Omega looking good, but so is HappyPow. Oh, again, that punish. Oh, the interruption. Doesn't quite commit to the whole thing, though. I think there might have been a 1-1 attempt, and only one of them came out. We've seen that before, but the clinch. There's the damage. Now as he got his back to the wall, immediately trying to pressure Omega. Just really looking for a whiff punish, but constantly getting counter hit for his trouble. Oh my god! Yeah, Sand Trap really has got to be... oh, and again, sticking out the full string, HappyPow the whiff punishes. I feel like Omega's constantly trying to whiff punish HappyPow, but he's choosing to do so too late, so he's walking into the buttons, and HappyPow is not having that problem. HappyPow's whiff punish timing has just been completely crisp, and nothing's really getting through. Oh, the dash punch! Man, nowhere. Yeah, HappyPow is opting, like, whenever they're in the mid-screen, he's making sure he stands just outside of that effective range. He was kind of getting within the range Omega wanted in the past, and now, how many whiff punishes are we seeing? Has he got the crushing blow? Yes, he does. He's already ticked that requirement off in round 1. You rarely see that. Happy just, unfortunately, just going to town now. Omega unable to get anything going. He's used his breakaway, so... But on the back of a combo drop, Omega's going to get some opportunity. Going to go for the corner side switch anyway. Not a huge amount of damage. Wow! What Gears can normally get, but not going to tickle. But the wake-up buttons from HappyPow, you see him go for it again. You know, he typically goes for wake-up buttons a lot from kind of like jump distance, where it is going to be harder to meaty. But if you still try to from that range, the wake-up button isn't going to work. And this is Jackie, right? She has a long time to hit confirm them. And HappyPow isn't going to miss those. And that's going to bring him up to a 2-1. Very, not quite a close game that time. A bit more one-sided than we've seen so far, but still. 1 to go left for HappyPow to get 1 game away from getting into winners finals against Derpy. Yeah, HappyPow, the big adjustment he made in this game, I think, was the ranges of which he chooses to just kind of sit around and wait. He was waiting for Omega to stick out a button, and 9 times out of 10, Omega was happy to oblige. And not only then, but it put him in positions where whiffing was even more likely, you know, because you get knocked down, you get pressured. Even then, he was trying to fish for like a button press to counter hit for that crushing blow at the very beginning. Stealing his turn away with that wake up 3. The small walk backs, and now the down 1's coming out. See the pressure coming up from HappyPow, the reversal throw. Again, that flawless block attempt from HappyPow. This turned into just a neutral jump into a kick. I like HappyPow is still opting to go for that though, right? Jackie's the kind of character, she really smothers you with buttons. Just really, it makes you want to really take your turn back, and HappyPow leaves you options to go for a poke just for him to fatal block it, right? Flawless block even. Blimey, getting my words mixed up. Fatal block, is that like fatal block? That's when you mess it up. Yeah. That's when you get it wrong. There, yep. OmegaK. Finishing up the string, and he's going to take his turn afterwards. HappyPow, the knockdown, the mix-up. Oh, he meated with just the overhead, and that's going to be the Bane special. OmegaK taking a round. I wonder if like that almost kind of works as a half bait, because if you stick out the 1-1, like, oh, he's with the button, I'm going to press. Oh, the decision. Amusing. It was amusing. Oh, and again, the missed cross-up. Oh, anti-air attempt. This game has been disastrous for Happy so far. Definitely don't count him out because Jackie's mix is crazy, but there's the confirm. This is plus like a billion. Turned into a mid. And there it is. HappyPow gets an opportunity. Sends it straight into a reverse throw. Just wants the corner. This is where she can bring it back. No punish on the up 2. Unfortunate for HappyPow. Defensive bar was used to do the wake up attack though, so this whole combo is going to be completely guaranteed. And HappyPow is straight back in the fight. He's got half-life gone. Now he's pressuring. He's got fatal blow as well if he needs it. And especially now he's hit him. The wake up 3 is going to get him away. Tries to anti-cross up and he is dead. 100%. I actually love the fact that Omega didn't even amplify that because he didn't want the launch. No, definitely not. I mean, it would have been enough without, regardless. Oh, this makes me feel really uncomfortable. Listen to me very carefully. Oh, I like it. But OmegaK gonna bring it back to 2-2. Now, again, it comes down to HappyPow. He really thrives on those very late, last-minute anti-cross-ups, anti-airs with the jab. Jackie has one of the best jabs in the game, if not the best, for that situation. But at the end of the day, Gearus Body Splash is Gearus Body Splash. You know, it's hard to anti-air. And if you do mess it up, that is the price you pay is a considerable amount of jump in damage. Omega starting things off with the forward 1+3 because he just bet on it being a counter hit. I think that was just a hard read he made. Now we're just outside the range. HappyPow excels just outside of that range, and Omega has just been complete advantage at point blank when he's the one pressing. So, oh, he went to go for the kick instead of the body splash. If that was a splash, we would have seen a breakaway used. And there it is. There's the tech. Option select. OmegaK has that OS on deck. And he got it again! That it really is the Omega tech, man. It works so well. Now, it cost Omega all of his resources, but... Oh, almost had the life lead. But that jump out! Tries to go for the anti-air, but too late. HappyPow. Jump in at the right time. Again, that immediate... No breakaway. Yeah, hit confirmed. No breakaway. This is going to be a big amount of damage. Just over 30. 35? How much? 34? No, not even close. Wake-up's a possibility! I was just about to say wake-up's possible, so we have to watch out for that fatal blow. This is either going to kill or just about not, but I imagine so by itself. No, not at all. Fatal blows there for Omega too. Oh, why? It was a hard read, but I mean like, he dashed predictable. He dashed in first, so maybe he thought HappyPow would press a button to the dash, but HappyPow knows better than that. No, and he cross up, and yep. It's so rare, actually. We're seeing so many of the overheads connect, and he's finally going for the 50-50. I was just about to mention saved it. He saved it for the last game. He's been keeping it safe the entire time, but now, obviously, it's push come to shove. Oh, goodbye. Farewell, Shauna Monk again. What? Oh, okay. And the wake up, the delayed wake up into a whiffed jump in. That's always a pretty good strat to go for. HappyPow doesn't really delay wake up very much. One thing you'll notice about him, he doesn't really use that too often. And he went. Oh, yeah, he tried for it again. But HappyPow, he stopped pressing. At least for now. At least that one time. There's the grab again. HappyPow straight back in it. Uh-oh.
Wake up, yeah, gets scouted out, and that's it. It's going to be a wake up, so it's going to be full damage. This is going to hurt. OmegaK still alive, but definitely back to the ropes. Plus frames.
HappyPow's going to enforce.
Ooh, the reverse
throw counter. So Happy actually pressed buttons after that.
Oh! Oh my God! We see it connect for the first time! And that was one of those moments that you want to get the armor. This is going to kill HappyPow. He's getting a lot of shields, but that is not enough. No, just enough. HappyPow almost kept himself alive. He almost won the quick time, but
it's match point for both players right now. Both fatal blows are gone too. Doesn't want to risk it. Oh, speaking of risk, Omega takes it with the low
himself though. But he does get that jump in. Oh my God! OmegaK, really? He's just going to be flipping the coin. Oh, goes to bed.
HappyPow
didn't want to go for it again.
Oh my God, no!
Oh, the crushing blow was still there too. That must be what OmegaK's going for. He has the life lead, right? And then and that's going to be enough. OmegaK. How many crushing blows? That entire life bar was pretty much just the overhead low and crushing blows.
I mean, my man accidentally crushing blowed himself before the top 8 even started, and maybe that was the key to his success.
Oh no. That's what he's pointing at his own face and he's like, this is the key, this is the answer.
This was the scars I suffered to win the game.
My lord.
Hi guys, sorry, I'm scratching my back.
I feel like that's a perfect example of like five games of like pretty clean play, right? And then a life bar of just it was
good
good
stuff
stuff times 5.
That was a really sick game, man. Well done for Omega. But I mean, HappyPow, he's been in. These guys have played in tournaments so much now. Like the losers bracket's not going to really get to them. I have no doubt.
What is going on in this top 8? Derpy over Foxy?
I thought
Omega over HappyPow?
I thought HappyPow
in best of 5s. In best of 5s.
I thought HappyPow versus Foxy Grand Finals was, dare I say, near guaranteed.
I mean, they were the 1 and 2 seeds.
That is impossible now.
That's what should have happened. Everyone on their like predicted brackets, like, what's going on?
These fantasy brackets are out in the open now, and mine would have been too. I would have had Foxy. I would have probably had personally.
Allow me to wet my whistle.
I would have had HappyPow and Foxy in winners finals.
For sure,
at least.
Sure. Absolutely. No, it's because they are the proven. They have the best results of anyone here, right? Foxy's second place at Stunfest. We saw him get really far. He was obviously top 8 combo breaker, Summit. Obviously they were invited there, but still, you know, Foxy was one of the invited players through years of credentials and results, and HappyPow, of course, managing to win his way there through the Wednesday Night Fights West Coast Qualifier, which is pretty much a major with the amount of competition that was there to win that spot, and HappyPow did so. But OmegaK, well, that 3-2 last round, that distinctly Gearus round, right? He waited until the absolute last minute to pull out all the filth, and you know what? He saved it for the rainy day, and that was the rainy day.
I actually liked that, though, because, look, I know Gearus is not the most popular character in the game in terms of what people think of him. I know everyone plays him. The thing is,
I don't think I'm ever going to get bored of watching him.
Those games that we saw won beforehand were from the flawless blocks and like the whiff punishing and like the hard reads.
It wasn't just Gearus being Gearus,
but
right?
the final round, he went all out Gearus, and it worked. But this is our losers bracket action now. It's Ganondorf from one French player to another. Ganondorf here, a real unsung world warrior, fresh off his 9th place at Combo Breaker in Soul Calibur 6. He was so close to that top 8, he could taste it. And, you know, he's doing really well. And he travels all across Europe. He's been to America, he's been to Japan, he's been to the UK a bunch. Like, Ganondorf is... I want to give shout-outs to this guy for just being so passionate.
He just puts in the effort, right? People want to talk about traveling. Ganondorf does it in spades, but we have to talk about his opponent, Xarakamaka. Those of you in the MK scene, you know who this is. He is that online Liu Kang from back in the day. He is the one that really put the character on the map back in the online days of MKX for Pro League and whatnot, but bringing in this mean streak Cabal, of which looking incredibly clean. Gone straight to this character for the cancels. Obviously, this is the dash cancel variation, the straight air saw and the ground saw, but Xarakamaka just has such a unique mindset as to what this character does, right? Didn't have the bar to cancel there, so Ganondorf just blocking. And he's just going to walk.
That was definitely just a hard dedication to, I think you're finally going to not block this. So he dedicated to forward 4 into Nomad Dash without even really caring about it. But the one thing is he has a unique sense of zoning in this variation. And one thing Xarakamaka always does is he's ready for that amplify into full combo.
If he's at jump distance, like that, he always could have done that.
I love watching Xarakamaka play this variation at jump distance. And there's that hard read. There we go, down 1. Finish it. and he loves ending combos with that Nomad Dash. It gives him amazing Oki up close, and there's that forward fall. Remember, if you've got the bar to cancel, you just got a bunch of single hit confirms, but there's the fatal blow outright. It's either going to kill or be damn close.
Probably going to kill.
I think it's
just about. Yeah. I always find it quite hard to tell due to the little mini game, because usually it's about where
it makes all the difference.
It's like so where the pips start on the bar to give you fatal blow is typically about roughly what it's going to do. But of course that ground pound, the dash cancel coming through. You have to be very careful when you're on the defense against Mean Streak. So he obviously, he's plus off of a lot of buttons when he cancels, but he's more plus off of the single hits, which is harder to confirm. But for someone like Xarakamaka, you know, it's business as usual, right?
But I guess confirming those single hits into Nomad Dash, you kind of get the extra frames of the Nomad Dash startup. So if you're good at single hit confirming buttons, and then you have the Nomad Dash frames as well, it's actually pretty generous if you've got reactions, like right there. If that was blocked, absolutely he would have cancelled it. And he's now going to just end it in the Nomad Dash, keep the repositioning. Cabal doesn't really know where he wants to look at the moment, but it's going to be one round each. This is the Xarakamaka that we're very familiar with. Very cancel heavy, lots of pressure, good neutral.
But it's exactly why he's gone to Cabal, right? He kind of ticks all the boxes that he wants in a character, and that's why we're seeing this rushdown. Obviously, Ganondorf still doing well for himself, but the thing is, this is where the matchup gets rough. Searchtron, she doesn't have the fastest pokes in the game, and there it is, the whiff punish! It's the full crushing blow, Xarakamaka. Going for the not optimal combo, but I mean, just take what damage you can, right?
Yeah, he wanted to keep it nice and guaranteed. The 2-3 can be underratedly tricky sometimes.
I know optimal is a down 1 into 2-3, but Xarakamaka definitely just wants to keep it something he's not going to drop. But, you know, it's an underrated skill to acknowledge. I'm not really feeling this combo right now. Let me do something I know I won't drop.
Interruption again.
Okay, no defensive bar for Ganondorf either. So will he spend the bar to amplify? He will.
And obviously
Nice
the 1-1-1 ending airborne, so you can't go for your grounded saw like you normally could for optimizing that. And there it is. The straight buzzsaw is going to do it. And very, very clean stuff.
I actually imagine that this variation, because of course, you know, we haven't talked about it yet, but Ganondorf is definitely primarily a force of nature player for Cetrion, which is not the variation you see, right? You're used to watching, when you think Cetrion and players you see at the highest level in like the combo breakers and whatnot, you see, you know, the dragon, the big D. You know, of course, we saw Alexander online, and it's very much usually spring cleaning, which is what he's going to swap to. But Force of Nature really is built around grounded zoning, right? You have the ground pound, you have the ability to delay the boulder toss, you have the exploding rock you can do, but that is very grounded, right? And Cabal is in the air so much for like the straight saw and whatnot that I don't really think she gets a huge amount of momentum against it. As opposed to, obviously, Spring Cleaning gets the teleport to get in if you want. You get the bubble. Just very strong, I think, in comparison.
There it is, the amplified low saw. It's one of the stronger like low projectiles, I find, because the low projectile is so good anyway by itself. And then the amplify, at any moment he could just pull the trigger on it. But it kind of works in harmony with his cancels, because sometimes he can just amplify the low.
It feels very MK9.
It does, for
that,
sure.
You know, sometimes he'll cancel, sometimes he'll let it rock, right? At least in MK9 he did it with an armored Nomad Dash. I know, how about that?
I try so hard to forget. No amplify though, Ganondorf just want to keep him full screen. Woo! If he went for the airborne rock, that would have been a crushing blow.
Oh, there's a confirm. Bar spent. Probably going to die here. Xarakamaka, yeah. Oh, no, he drops the combo.
That's a very Injustice combo, isn't it? Jump in, jump in.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people kind of see Cetrion being the most Injustice character of all the games, you know, due to the projectile and the defensive nature of her. But I feel like there's so much more than that. And it's not even meant in a negative thing in a lot of senses, right? She feels like really good for people that want to transition over, right?
Teleport will make a big deal.
Yeah.
She's not going to get cornered versus those cancels with Cabal. The one payoff that Xarakamaka is going to have to take with these cancels is they cost defensive bar and not offense, which means that if you cancel and then get clipped, like we saw when it was Xarakamaka versus Derpy yesterday, he has no breakaway to get out of the damage that comes afterwards. Caught, expecting the not the final hit. There we go. Keeps it simple, knocked down.
You see already, right? The teleport really is the big kicker in this matchup. It's just the mobility is the option to not just be stuck at a range she can't play as much. And there it is, the confirm. No, doesn't go into the Nomad Dash. We can take the string. And the straight up again, Xarakamaka. No defensive bar.
Not a lot of patience coming out of Xarakamaka in this round compared to what we have seen before. If that was an airborne one again, we would have seen a crushing blow. He's being very, very dash happy and falling victim to so much of it. He's going to finally pull the trigger on the fatal blow. It's not going to kill, but it will give him a life lead. But I am a little bit worried. Xarakamaka being very impatient here.
Well, the thing is, Ganondorf wasn't exactly playing around the Fatal Blow very well there either, though. He was kind of just throwing boulders on recovery. With the Fatal Blow being there, Xarakamaka was looking for it. Ganondorf himself has a Fatal Blow now, but we see him wait for opportunity to throw it. Oh, no!
1, 2.
Oh, the good jump!
Now it's a minefield right here.
Sniped. Hit in the toe. The hot toe. Do it.
Spicy feet.
Spicy toes.
But now
Xarakamaka.
you have to think about this for sure.
Well, I mean, the big difference in the variation is, of course, right, the other one was like stuck on the ground a lot. The ground pound is the main thing you pick the variation for. Whereas, of course, now the mobility you have access to, you have more damage on your combos. Generally speaking, the Geyser is really good for just keeping someone stuck in place. Right? Like, it's from a distance, Cabal's not going to really do much about it. If you get caught out, it's only 10%. It's not a huge amount of damage, but it's annoying, right? It's frustrating. Oh, big long range hit on that jump too. And there it is again, the confirms. Xarakamaka.
The moment you amplify the straight saw in the air, it gives you a lot of leeway to see whether it's hit. And if it has, I mean, that confirm into dash is something that Xarakamaka will almost always land. He's got 1 bar of defense left, so if he wants to counter, he can. Clean anti-air from Ganondorf. Cetrion has some phenomenally good standing button anti-airs.
But of course, both these players are in losers because they both lost to Derpy. So
they did.
These are two players looking for the same run back against the same player. I have no doubt. But it was really close against Xarakamaka and Derpy. Right? It was a really good set between them. Yeah, put that clutch crouch. I like it.
Of all the, I mean, neutral ducking Cabal is risky too because he has a plethora.
I like that
mids, and he disrespects.
Counter hit too. So Xarakamaka was caught there. I actually don't think that's guaranteed plus frames for Cetrion. I think Xarakamaka was just a bit late. Oh my God! That was a big decision.
I mean, it worked. It's the last thing Xarakamaka expected, which is why even he kind of reeled back in his chair the moment he got hit. He must have been so confident. Hey, it's pressure time, and then bam.
But that's the thing, right? Like, this variation of Cabal is, it does cancels. It's cancel pressure, but cancel pressure typically has gaps all over the place. I know that there are certain buttons that, like for example, that cancel right there is like +8.
Because you're throwing a plus frame button into more plus frames.
Yeah, but like +8 guarantees you a lot more buttons than usual, but again, you still have to enforce those guaranteed buttons, right? Your opponent can't just be expected to know them and respect accordingly. You have to show them it's something they can't avoid. Went for optimal damage off the forward 3, but didn't get anything. Just short of that forward 3, and there it is, the forward 2 into the low. Cancels for more pressure, blocks the event because there's the variation that does not have the low hook, so the forward 2-2-4 should not really ever hit you. I mean, it has the low saw, but way more reactable.
Oh yeah, that's definitely fuzzyable for sure. You can react to the low.
But if you're looking for cancels all the time, you're obviously looking for a bit more than typically just the overhead low, so it could be quite difficult at times.
If you get clipped by the overhead there, I think it would entirely be because you're just not blocking or catching it. But speaking of catching it, there's the crushing blow, counter hit.
Now you see Xarakamaka, he loves ending in the dash just to be close, right? You have so much advantage and you're right in their face. For this variation of Cabal that wants to be doing pressure, they wants to be right up in your grill all the time. A really good way to end combos. So Xarakamaka using this advantage to chip Ganondorf away piece by piece. There's a teleport coming through. Oh, no bar to amplify it. Xarakamaka could have won there. But now he's got one. And a down 4 challenge immediately. Counter hit Ganondorf. He tried to press, but Xarakamaka able to take it back. Of course, Xarakamaka going into this last round with his Fatal Blow still ready. Ganondorf used his to take round 1. Oh, and my God!
And he's grounded, so full combo. Doesn't want to go in for the down 1 or the 2-3, just wants to keep it simple. Xarakamaka really trying to keep it as uncomplicated as possible and take the damage where he can. Airborne, doesn't dedicate to anything else. Here comes the cancels and the auto shimmy. No crushing blow though, because obviously it's already been used up here.
Again, the low. Good throw escape. Ganondorf's been really good. And the big jump kick. That's going to do so much damage. No breakaway from Ganondorf. This is looking really tough. And a low saw amplified again. Chip damage isn't even going to need it as Ganondorf tries to get out, but Xarakamaka going for his fastest mid and a counter hit. Well timed.
I'm a big fan of
that whip pose.
Oh, that's MK3 style, isn't it?
It's MK3, the swords are down.
I was about to say it's MK3 style, but he's holding it the wrong way. So I guess maybe not at all.
Now, Ganondorf definitely does well when he has the space to work with, though, I think.
Man, Cabal, so sick! Oh, that full confirm! And he even picks up the down back 4 as well. There we go, the game.
The hook slam is just like the one-size-fits-all ender, right? Your side switch, which is, not always great, but it has such a huge hitbox. It's just, if you get a hit, it's probably going to connect. Oh, okay. I think whenever you see Xarakamaka opt to go for just that instant jump punch, it's usually a mistake. It's very common for Cabal players to like whiff a jump 2 and then delay a sword toss, but jump 1 typically it's just them trying to do an instant.
projectile off the ground. But a much better round for Ganondorf this time. For a character like her, really, any life lead she can get is better than nothing.
Oh,
and
there it
crashing blow boulder, get out of the air! Into, again, a setup with another boulder on the ground. Now, does Xarakamaka, does he look to pull the trigger on the fatal blow here, or is he going to save it? I think he'll only use it when it really matters.
Patience!
Uh-oh! Speaking of patience, Xarakamaka manages to catch Ganondorf pressing. Uh-oh. Is he dead here? He might be dead. He might be dead. No, he did forward 2-2. This might scale.
I mean, a lot of hits have been used, so this could scale quite significantly.
No,
oh,
no,
my word.
No, it isn't going to kill. It isn't going to kill.
Barely, though. Barely. He's got the life lead now.
Oh, no,
Fuzzy! No! Oh, you know, he was looking for it. I mean, I always wonder, because forward 2-2 is kind of exaggerated, and so is the low saw.
But that's the scary thing, right? Like, you can fuzzy the low saw. You can react to it for sure. And, oh, Xarakamaka getting a little bit too cute. And there's the full punish for Ganondorf. Xarakamaka opting not to spend his defensive bar. Oh, Ganondorf did the wrong distance, Geyser.
That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Oh, my God! So many of these mids are connecting, and Xarakamaka just isn't ready for them because they're single hitting. Ugh.
I feel like Mean Street Cabal is quite hard to play, though, because it's like just doing the cancels by itself is quite tricky in comparison, especially the other variation.
I mean, clearly very execution heavy. You've got to be aware for more single hit confirms, those airborne saws that you have to convert off to really maximize the character. But honestly, if one player is going to do that, it's Xarakamaka. This guy relishes execution.
Okay, though, here's an opportunity. A throw coming through. Ganondorf, he has the wake-up meter. Does he go for it? No, he doesn't. Escape failed, though. Uh-oh, the first time we've seen that all game.
If we see a reverse grab here.
Oh! And he walked him down as well. He made it look like he was going to go for the throw, but there's the breakaway, keeps him alive. The cancel, gets hit. Another bar amplified. Ganondorf, he has the fatal blow. That could have been an opportunity. Oh!
The plus frames.
Oh!
And it isn't going to work at all. That's going to be Ganondorf out of the tournament. Xarakamaka is going to be moving on with that crispy Cabal. But I mean, you know, shoutouts to Ganondorf, man. It's always great seeing this guy at an event, and like I said, like before the match started, he's so eager to travel and so eager to just compete and take part. Like, I'm glad to see him come over.
Yeah, but shoutouts to Xarakamaka moving on the loser side with that that mean streak Cabal. I love that, dude. Like when you have these characters that are definitely not terrible, but they definitely have like a favored variation. But when the other one isn't actually bad, right? There are a lot of characters in the game that, like, they have a variation that is seemingly kind of pointless. It doesn't really do a huge amount for them. In comparison to the other one, right? So they seem like, for example, Aeron Black, right? You see 52 card Aeron, Barking Irons is pretty much not a thing you'll ever see, for the most part, from what we know currently. Cabal, though, I feel like all it takes is one player like Xarakamaka. Not that he's the only one playing this character in this variation, but still, to have this kind of performance to really show, well, hang on a minute, this is something that you can do. If you want execution, if you really relish cancels, this character is there. And he's rewarding to it, right? So, like, forward 2-2 cancel is plus, but not as plus as forward 2. Back 1-2 is plus, but not as plus as back 1, right? If you do the single individual hits, you are more plus, which requires, again, more effort on your part as the player, less time to confirm. You know, it's harder to do. You have to be paying way more attention. But if you are the kind of player like Xarakamaka that really loves that character is there for you. Now, I believe we're waiting to see for our last match. Let me have a quick look.
Well, once we have more news, anyway. I assume not. I think we probably don't have time, I imagine. Okay, yeah, so we're going to... I assume the decision has been to progress? Have we...
I'm assuming the call has been made, so to progress on. Okay.
So cool. I guess it's worth mentioning to you guys. No need to elaborate, of course, just for respect of the competitor. But due to an unfortunate injury, Scare Tactics is unable to play in his top 8. He is recovering. He is okay. But he's not currently in a position where he can actually compete in the top 8 that he qualified for. It is unfortunate. We're really proud of him for getting as far as he did. He is one of our up-and-coming young blood players, and he's doing really, really well. And I have no doubt we'll see him again. It's unfortunate he can't play today, but I'm glad he's all right. I'm glad he's doing fine. But it is now going to be Hollow versus Foxy instead.
Yes, and that is the game we're going to be seeing right now. Of course, Hollow had a really good tournament yesterday overall. He's bringing that Noob Cybot, and only Noob Cybot by the looks of things. And Foxy, of course, in loser's bracket because he lost to Derpy in winner's side in a really, really good game of Aeron Black versus Cassie. Now, moving into this bracket, I imagine we're probably going to see Foxy go with Cassie because I know that is seen to be a really tough matchup for Noob Cybot.
Cassie versus...
I'll say you just have to, like, you have to take a minute.
Woo, baby! Cassie versus Noob Cybot is not a fun matchup at all. It's basically just
It comes down to the neutral, really. Hollow does play pretty much exclusively Noob Saibot, so I would assume Foxy's going to pick Cassie into this. The big thing is just it's the neutral, ultimately. It is the neutral that is something that she dominates. But, I mean, he's... Okay, so... Foxy being Foxy, he's going to ignore the matchup, and if he wants to go Kung Lao, then he'll go Kung Lao. Are they good to start, Will? Yep, good to go, guys. So even though Cassie versus Noob really is bad, he's going to go Kung Lao anyway.
I mean, what if he thinks Kung Lao is just as good?
I mean, who knows? I mean, like, I'm not going to doubt Foxy, and if Foxy wants to go Lao, then by all means, he's clearly done well. He had that legendary match against Sonic Fox at Combo Breaker, which was just a treat to watch live. But here we go, Hollow, one of the old school players. You haven't seen him around too much because he doesn't stick around for like the end of the game, but he plays it a lot at the start, every time.
Do not quit, Bihan.
In death, I am even more deadly.
And yet somehow I am not afraid.
It's because you're dead too, you prat. You're both dead. Oh, well, you went straight for the Z-Hat, did Foxy, but Hollow not pulling any punches. Started with a 4-2 straight away. Wow, that's straight down two. Now, that's something we saw a lot from Hollow yesterday. A lot of down twos. The thing about the way Hollow plays is, so, and I do not mean this as a disrespect at all, because he doesn't play NRS games constantly. Like, he'll play a lot in year one and then stop playing when like either a new game comes out or whatever. He's really, really, really good at the layer one, right? And if players expect him to know in-depth frame data or like next level setups and stuff, he's so good at enforcing like the basic stuff that he catches people off guard all the time. That's why he hits loads of sneaky down twos or those jumping situations. Like, no, that jump into 1-1-3. Like, he just has this play by the heart tech, and it works so well. Well, for a character like Noob Saibot that does as much damage, like, he doesn't go for the super optimal combos, but even without them, this character still hits like a truck, right? So he still manages to get a lot of bang for his buck, and they get that wake up down too. Foxy's expecting Hollow to respect it, and Hollow, he plays with his heart. If he wants to down two, he'll down two, and it works. There's that Z-Hat game going through again. Oh, and there it is. That's going to do a crushing blow, I believe. Yeah. Oh no, it actually holds on to it. And yeah, there's the spin. Misses the forward four. Leaves himself punishable. There's the dive kick again. That wake up two getting thrown out though. And there it is. I actually like that decision from Foxy. Saving the crushing blow back throw for when it's going to end the round, not when it's just going to give him a life lead.
Final round. Fight.
And now it's going to be 1 round apiece. The forward 2-2-1. I love that string, man. It's such a good like check in the footsies. Z-Hat. Amplified for more plus frames, disrespects and gets tagged. The 1-1-3 by itself. We might have to see a breakaway here. And there's the grab, good stuff. Noob Saibot's grab, so important for opening up the opponent. He has no other real avenue to do it. Oh. Another back throw coming through, escape fail, but it really is that back throw that Kung Lao wants to thrive on. That walk back into the Z-Hat, and then there is the pressure. And again, another confirm by Foxy, but misses the spin, but going to turn it into a reset attempt. Look at the damage. Drops the combo again, though. And at this health, you have to be careful. Yeah, fatal blow will kill from this health. Oh, the jump! And that's the whiff punish. Not enough to kill, though. But the forward four, meaty. No defensive bar there from Hollow. Foxy going to time it properly. Going to take the first game. Very close, though. Now, the weird thing about Kung Lao's combos, and why I think you see Kung Lao players drop what looks like simple B&Bs, is every time you land a spin or amplified, the forward four timing is actually different each time you do the spin. And that's why it feels so strange, and why sometimes in these like late situations, the forward four misses quite often. No matter who the Kung Lao player is, it's so hard to describe that one button can have 3 different timings in one combo. All right, there we're seeing Hollow. He's going for that amplified teleport, which obviously is like it's -9 on block, but a lot of the times, you know, it's quite hard. It's quite hard to punish -9 if you're anywhere but point blank. So Hollow's trying to press a lot of like maybe make a down 4 or something underneath, just trying to establish some advantage. But Foxy is just always running in for the throw and beating the button. Gets a nice deep jump kick, so it's within back 1 range. Just tagged by the repositioning right there. That date jump kick. Probably expects a grab. Kung Lao with that simple mix-up. Grab or forward 4. You have to guess. Foxy, one of the Kung Lao players that doesn't really use forward 1 very much. He really keeps it like 50-50 at all times. But then you see, like, as soon as his opponent breakaways, he then immediately goes for Z-Hat. Because it covers so many wake-up options that you now won't have because of the lack of defensive bar. It's just a really good way of him keeping that momentum going. But a huge damage coming through. No, he's going to end a little bit early to go for the setup, which he will turn into another hit. Uh-oh, big damage. Oh, the pain. Wow. And the Z-Hat ender, just in case for extra chip. 1-1-3 comes out, and he is very minus after that. The 1-1-3 is... You got to really watch out after that on block, because grab is a very popular option. Foxy's going to be 2 games up here, and
wins.
That's the thing about Kung Lao. He's so good at making it look like you don't know how to play the game because it's like, wow, this guy keeps getting hit by forward 4. But it really is a straight up grab or that. You have to guess. But the thing is it just me or is like the fact that the throw brutality is the one that's there by default? It's almost like a nod to Foxy. You know, he really kind of was like the premier Kung Lao that was the most successful in MKX, right? And there was, how many times did we have that throw brutality like burned into our minds? And now Hollow's starting to respect. He's eating a lot of these meaty Z hats. But you know, the more
The chip damage too, man. The longer you sit there and block, the more damage you're just going to slowly but surely die to.
Down 3, very plus on hit. Excellent on block too. One of the stronger down 3s in the game, I think. Yeah, the jump back just in case he decided to wake up. Uh-oh, that's crushing blow. Yep. Oh, he still had it. 2 dive kicks in a row, unchallenged, and it will work. The neutral duck wants to save the down 2, goes for the 1-1-3 instead. And there it is. Dedicate. I mean, I respect the attempt. However, that teleport was definitely unfavorable. It was backs to the wall, which is what you don't want to be against Kung Lao. Noob Cybot, he likes having you in the corner, just not being in the corner himself. You know that thing Kung Lao used to be able to do where he would go for like dive kick and then he could throw as many Z hats as he wanted and then he'd still get the dive kick. That's gone, isn't it? It's gone, and Foxy blames me for it. He says it's your fault.
He says it's my fault because I
he cancelled the Z hat!
I mentioned it on commentary at Comment Breaker and he's convinced it's my fault.
They knew about that before, come on now. Foxy though, he's looking good this round, but Hollow for another throwback. Again, that down 2 misses the combo though, does Foxy. Uncommon for him to miss that down 2 extension. Big throw, gonna throw Hollow to the corner, and with no defensive bar, just getting the first, but no, another back throw is gonna do it for a second time, and a clean 3-0. The first 3-0 of the day. My legend grows, he says. Just like that, Foxy. 3 games in a row, moving on. Again, Foxy, I love seeing him play Kung Lao. I understand why he doesn't play it in every matchup, right? Like, Cassie is super good and covers a lot of matchups that he would want to play in that certain way. Because Cassie and Kung Lao, they do not play similar to each other. No, they don't at all. And
not even close.
Ultimately, Foxy always mentioned as well, and maybe that's actually a good point, because you know I talked earlier about how the thing about Hollow is that he's really efficient at like that first layer when he plays NetherRealm games early on, because he'll learn the game, he's got really good BMBs, he's got the basic pressure down and stuff like that.
And we'll learn what works early and what doesn't.
And he's really efficient at it. He normally plays Scorpion. Scorpion was always Hollow's character, to the point where I'm actually shocked he doesn't play Scorpion in 11, because Scorpion's so good. But the thing is Foxy, when he uses Cassie or Kung Lao, he did say to us, it's not actually a character matchup choice, it is always a player matchup choice. And if you play disrespectfully and you do a lot of down 2s and a lot of down 1s, and maybe your throw tech game's not so hot and stuff, he will pick Kung Lao, because Kung Lao will just utterly crush that lack of familiarity with that kind of style. And then Cassie, if you are, a really aggressive rush downy kind of player, he'll play Cassie and slow the pace down and force you to play his game.
Of course, shout outs to all of our guys here in person, as this is Reflect 2019. This is a new tournament into the UK competitive scene of tournaments around the country. And Mortal Kombat 11 is here courtesy of a £1,000 prize pot provided by CEX, who again are powering this entire tournament. So shout outs to those guys and girls for actually just making sure this event can even take place. It's been way too long in the UK, at least a couple of years now, that we haven't really had anything but versus fighting when it comes to like major territory, which I know that's the end game goal for Reflect, right? We do have regional events around, and I know Reflect is looking to kind of become one of the bigger tournaments around.
I think it has laid the foundations.
It's good for a year one.
Yeah, I mean, there's been, for some of the games, there's been some unfortunate clash. We have Fighting Games Challenge this weekend, which is a lot of the UK heads and other EU heads their attention is taken by that for good reason. It makes sense. And don't worry, guys, there is an entire outside area behind those doors.
We are locked away in the 18+ room.
We are banished to the 18+ room. I, by the way, am really excited for this match. Xarakamaka versus HappyPow. This is a game of execution.
This is a clash of styles.
It's going to be cancel, Cabal. I honestly don't know how to call it. I don't think these guys have ever played either. Did they even play an MKX?
I couldn't tell you.
Ooh, okay, no, the dash didn't quite connect. This is going to be a pretty crazy round. Xarakamaka going in for his cancels might be quite a risk against Jackie, because ultimately, if he's using defensive bar to cancel and she opens him up, that's unscaled, unbothered about combos.
Now, you said before, we know obviously France have access to Makadi, who's a very strong Cabal player, but this is Mean Streak. This is pretty much a completely different character.
Xarakamaka's holding on to his meter. HappyPow was ready with the punish. Up 3. Cabal's up 3. Very risky indeed, actually. Unsafe on block. And now he's going to get the reverse grab.
Oh, no, the crouch.
The patience from Xarakamaka, opting to show it again. HappyPow, hesitant to anti-air. I think you have to be careful at the airing Cabal, because from a range you won't expect him to do anything. Randomly, just a jump 2, get stuck out, and bam, you're dead. Unbreakawayable damage, and Xarakamaka is going to spend the bar to make absolute sure.
I love the fact, I mean, it's so dangerous for Cabal that he gets the avenue to do max damage off launches, but if he wants to keep it simple, he does have that alternative as well! Counter hit on the back 1-2, and he's going to get a complete corner combo now. So much damage.
Not bad for a back 1, let me tell you that. Xarakamaka, he's actually been really on point. I don't think he's missed a confirm on that. Back 1 counter hit!
Shimmy!
Yeah, but again, opting to go for the full string again. He's so good at hit confirming the counter hit, he does the string of counter hit even if the crushing blow's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Good back throw,
But this is Xarakamaka. He's known for that execution. He's known for those quick little pieces of knowledge, like single hit confirms. It's just not an issue for him. And here comes the chip. Last
Don't
dash.
dash.
It's not possible at all.
He has to watch out for the dash, but he has to... Yeah, there it is! Oh, we can't even see it! Oh, no. Oh, no.
Don't tell me his
Don't
buttons
tell
are
me
wrong.
it's wrong.
Oh, no, we're back. We're back.
Please. Oh, did he change anything?
I don't know.
I think he changed something.
I don't know.
Oh, please say it ain't so. I will not go. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Fuck's sake. Oh, no. Excuse me. Slip of the tongue. I didn't say that. What did you say? Don't matter. Move on. Move on. Move on.
I didn't hear anything. I genuinely, yeah, whatever. I didn't hear you. But either way, when you're in that position where the dash comes through, can you even do anything about that? Like, if you are last breathable and he's got all that health and you're full screen, you haven't got a projectile.
Well, the thing is, if you leave the ground when he's already input the dash, you're gonna get hit by it on the way up. If you jump right as he does it, you'll make it over. But if you jump and he doesn't do anything, he anti-airs you with it, right? That is one of those, like, nigh unwinnable situations. You have options, but it's very difficult.
Oh, a lot of whiff. That jump 2. Jump 2 is already a good button that you can stick out. And then you get that straight saw. HappyPow looks kind of lost, honestly. I wonder how much experience he's got versus, like, a mean streak of this caliber. McCarty can't be playing this variation, surely.
I mean, I know for sure that Xarakamaka is definitely the cleanest mean streak that I've seen myself. He's just one of those characters, again, that no one really plays this variation. Here comes Xarakamaka. He's been playing since day 1, and as far as I'm aware, this is the character he's been playing.
We can't undersell Xarakamaka either. This is the guy
this
that...
isn't, like, we're definitely not just going to sit here and go, oh, HappyPow must not be familiar with the matchup. There is so much more to it than that.
I mean, this guy was a MKX beast in his prime. Like, he made Season 2 finals dominantly, was one of the star players of EU. You know, like, I do not doubt his ability in NRS at all. HappyPow just looking a bit overwhelmed here. Gets the duck.
Oh, the counter hit to Xarakamaka. I feel like he's so good at confirming counter hits in this game. Like, I know Cabal has so many of them, so if you're going to be a Cabal player, you have to be confirming counter hits. But still, like, it's so dangerous when someone is willing to do that. Oh, the dash. HappyPow getting caught off guard.
Knockdown. Needs a lot more than that, though.
Oh, he definitely tried to whiff punish. Oh, there we go. The punish is coming through for HappyPow. Yeah, clean end. HappyPow already betting out. HappyPow's been really good at that. I know, obviously, he only got hit by pretty much one fatal blow in his match against OmegaK earlier on. But his ratio on not only just blocking them, but baiting them. He's making his opponents want to do the fatal blow. They're not just throwing it out randomly. He's putting them in situations that it looks like it will work. But he's blocking in the last minute every time. The sign of someone that's really good at baiting options like that, right? That should be dangerous, but he's so good at stopping it.
The moment Cabal goes for a cancel, teching that throw is... I mean, the amount of mids he can throw out that he's plus on, it's dangerous to try and tech a throw. Like, it really is. You've got to have those reactions on deck. But hang on a minute. Getting constantly clipped. Wake up 3. Normally unsafe, but not punished there by HappyPow. Lets him jump in. It's going to whiff, but no punish. Forward 4 into just immediate dash. Those single hit confirms. I mean, I mentioned it over and over again. Plus frames because he opts to go less damage, but more plus frames for Oki.
Oh, the roll into the button too. Xarakamaka wasn't ready to beat the roll. Oh, big jump kick from HappyPow. Forced breakaway. That would have been a huge amount of damage.
Now he's in a difficult situation.
Oh, that actually might be death.
I think he might even be dead.
Oh no,
no!
Combo!
He has another avenue. And oh my god. That was almost complete disaster for HappyPow. The fatal blow, if that was blocked as well, that might have been a bit of a mental checkout, but he gets it anyway. It's going to be 1-1 for both these guys.
I mean, you might be wondering at home, like, why do people throw out fatal blows like that? And yeah, you have to remember, this is a game that doesn't have armor. When it comes to like the normal mechanic you're used to seeing before, right? You see it all the time in MKX and some other games. It doesn't exist in MK11, right? The only move you have that is just armored, just plow through something on a read, is pretty much your fatal blow. And it's why you see so many people. You saw it all the time. At Combo Breaker, you see it at Summit, and you're seeing it here now. It is a armored standing button. If you are convinced they're going to press something, you can do it. And if it connects through, you know, if you've got different speeds or some of them hit better than others, like, it can work. And it's 30% damage.
Counter hit. And you know what that means? Crushing blow.
Oh, no, he went for the optimal and dropped
Yeah.
it. This is why you're seeing Xarakamaka go for down 1 every time. Both times we've seen him go for 2-3, he's dropped it, unfortunately. And that's going to be a max range dash punch coming through. Ooh, reversal, but throw escape.
One thing HappyPow doesn't do, really, is ever amplify his throw tech. Do you know what I mean?
I thought we were about to see exactly
Do you know
that.
what I mean?
just right then as we were talking about it. But no, it's curious. Obviously, it costs our resources, so maybe there's the element that he just doesn't really want to. But it's so strong. I mean, we never see him do it with that wake-up button again. Again, you see him do wake-up buttons at about jump distance all the time, because it's hard to meet you from that far away. Obviously, Cabal has the range, but the timing is still a bit iffy.
Could get the down 1. Oh, he gets the low. Wake-up roll to try and get out of there. Happy's got to be careful. He is fatal blowable. Reversal throw. Still not out of it, though. Either way, this round could go.
Whoa. They were worried about that dash punch. HappyPow was looking for it. The big jump, but no! He mistimes the jump normal. Oh, the 31! No, the late confirms Xarakamaka! He must have tried to go for like 1-1 dash, but just got 1 dash instead.
That must have just been an execution error. Like, he was looking for the
clearly.
one. Like, without question, he just messed up an input there. Gets the amplify. It could have been a Nomad dash if he believed in it, but HappyPow challenges it with the down 2, looking a lot more comfortable now. There's the whiff punish. Unbreakable.
Yeah, Xarakamaka opting not to spend his offensive bar there.
Oh, okay. Forward 2 just magically whiffs, actually. There's the range. He knows he can get the whiff punish too.
Oh, wake up down 2 attempt from HappyPow. He must have been convinced Xarakamaka was going to finish the string.
Yeah, that's exactly why Xarakamaka isn't overextending his mark on the wake up. He doesn't want to get wake up rolled into a whiff punish. Down 1. They wake up. Very, very attractive option for a lot of people. Whoa, watch out for the fatal blow.
Oh, there it is.
Can he keep this unbreakable?
Will that do enough? Wow, it did. Jeez, that must have been like the absolute maximum it could have added.
24% unbreakable is a very dangerous strategy to have, especially in that situation.
Oh,
not sure what that dash-in grab was. Maybe he expected HappyPow to maybe try and move his way in there.
oh, there's a whip punish. I love the conversion from HappyPow. Catch the down 1 and finish the combo.
3 knees too.
Oh, the whiff of the jump kick. Ball point blank. That's going to be a punish.
Did he go damage or fling? Nope, it's fling.
Oh, now he has the crushing blow locked. Oh, oh, this is rough. That could have been death, but he dropped the combo. Isn't going to drop this one, though. No defensive bar for Xarakamaka. This is going to be the death for sure. Yeah, even
Crushing
if he
blow.
Yeah, even if he didn't have that, he would have killed there. That clenched us so much as an ender for what it is. And HappyPow going up 2-1. A really solid round. That was pretty much just Xarakamaka getting rid on wake up for almost the entire round, you know? Just jumps at the right time, picking his moment. And that's HappyPow all over. That's what makes him so scary, especially with his offense. Oh, really? Actually didn't even know Xarakamaka had a Cassie, but we are going to see it as he goes straight to it.
I think the immediate change here with the Cassie, which I agree, by the way, I did not even know he played Cassie. It's the change of pace, isn't it? He wants to have that full screen. He wants to have that neutral control. Cabal has that. I mean, don't get me wrong, for sure. But I think Cassie has that to the next level. At least in a matchup like this one.
Letting rank go to your head, Commander.
Yeah, it's the cage in me.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, well, he's changing up to Cassie Cage. We'll see if it's going to get the job done.
Well, this is obviously loser's bracket, so this is only opportunity to do it. Oh, no. Again, you're in that situation where changing now means you have no room for errors. Obviously, one game to adjust when you've been playing Cabal like for an entire tournament. Oh.
Tries to whiff punish with the forward 4. A good option, actually, to be fair. If it's
okay.
Jackie Briggs. She's that really weird throw recovery thing, but... Here come the mids, and the whiff. Doesn't get a full punish there, but any damage is good damage. Speaking of whiff punish, here comes a clean one. Xarakamaka has no defensive bar, but little legs, Cassie Cage.
I wonder if that's harder to do on females.
I mean, a lot of combos tend to be harder on those smaller hurt
Oh,
boxes, so
escape fail
potentially-
too.
Ugh.
Now, this is chip territory. He has the last breath to get through it. Oh no, he isn't even going to need to do it as Xarakamaka gets the first life bar.
You can see how the neutral was different here now, right? You know, where it's a very similar game to that
Less
Cabal,
crazy.
but yeah, less wild.
Oh wow, still just sticking out the full range string. I feel like sticking that out at a range that the high can't be ducked and the mid is effectively just like a safe hitbox to stick out. Don't confirm. You're seeing Xarakamaka being very careful. Could be a lot more, but that throw game, I mean, it's kind of similar to like Cabal actually, that, you know, forward 4 or grab. I mean, it's just such a fundamentally strong mix-up, and then that's the first time I've seen that overhead string be blocked all day. Yeah, I mean, ever, dare I say. I like how Xarakamaka's doing this neutral. He's not just throwing out bullets for the sake of it. He's establishing the threat of it, but he's not overusing it. But now, okay. I was about to say now HappyPow's in, but he put himself minus and didn't get the grab. Oh, finished the whole string, and that's going to hurt. HappyPow will take his opportunity. Can't break away. Last time he went for the optimal. This time he went for the easier one, but I assume it's easier to hit on females. I think he actually might have dropped. Ooh, that's unfortunate. And he doesn't break away either until the last minute. I can only assume he was trying, and it just came out late for him. Oh, okay. Sometimes you can easily fumble. Breakaway! I love that fake out by Xarakamaka. That forward dash into the jump back. Because the forward dash was to bait the fatal blow. Because, I mean, how obvious would forward dash a forward forward in that situation? Oh, God. Dash into a fast mid. I love that change from... I kind of questioned it a little bit. He's like, oh, what, you doubt me? You never doubt me. Eye movement from Xarakamaka is like, yes, I do have a Cassie. But this is make or break for HappyPow. You have to remember, this is loser's bracket action, right? There's a £1,000 pot bonus going out to this top 8, and you don't want to be... even though HappyPow's already made the £500 by, you know, winning the money match earlier on against ISDD, I mean, he's here for the tournament, right? That's why these players are here. Oh, big punish. Reversal punish to boot. Oh, wow. That was a quick turnaround. It may be slightly hard to do some of those mid-screen combos, but the female characters, they give that extra range where that combo actually connects and crushing blows, even on hit. Doesn't have to be used standalone. Look at that. 2 combos. Well, a combo and a crushing blow, more accurately, and that's no, that's not going to be enough. But he's, yeah, I agree with that. Going for the suplex doesn't matter too much if you send Cassie mid-screen, if you have this much of a life lead, and it is going to build towards that very important crushing blow. The extension on the clinch. Oh, okay. Raw gunshot. Oh, no combo, though, from Xarakamaka. And that's going to be the round. I mean, HappyPow, match points. HappyPow knew that he had so much health, he didn't need corner pressure as much as he really wanted that crushing blow requirement ticked off. He's confident in his ability to close in space. Tries to get into whiff punish. That whiff was definitely a bait into a down 3, plus frames into the grab to finish it off. Now Xarakamaka has got some real estate to work with, but there's the reversal punish again. You blocked that low shot! Oh, okay. Counter hit! I feel like that's one of the reasons we didn't see Xarakamaka opt to go for so many crouching gunshots in the first game when he went to Cassie, was because obviously the dash punch will punish it. But if you're never going to do it, then obviously the threat of it doesn't exist. Big down 2, and that's going to be the optimal damage. And you know, it's not over. Oh, he broke away! No, HappyPow got greedy. He went for the third knee, which was a lot harder to time. You know he wanted third knee crushing blow. That would have been a disgusting combo. Yeah, that would have almost won him the round. Wow! But this might... there it is. Breakaway. And... I think this might even be game over, because he's going to get a situation after this. No, not close enough! And that is going to be it. Xarakamaka in that last moment. The meaty attempt comes through from HappyPow, and that is going to be the game. 3-2, HappyPow. He had to work for it, but he is going to come off the winner. And you know what this means? We're going to get a run back from, I believe, Stunfest. Or at least these guys are going to play again at some point. Afoxygrampa and HappyPow are going to go head-to-head up next. I don't think they know. They didn't play at Stunfest. HappyPow was sent to losers by Dizzy. And it was RZA, right? No, White-Black. No, I'm thinking of who Foxy fought at Stunfest. He fought RZA, wasn't it? Yeah, he fought RZA at Stunfest. And then he used Kung Lao versus RZA, I believe. But that means that, yeah, our next match in the loser side is going to be Foxy versus HappyPow in... have we seen them play before? Did they play at Summit? I mean, I know they played. They played in Random Select, but I don't know if that counts. They must have played hella... I mean, I remember at Summit they played hella casuals, but obviously time has changed since then. It's hard to say. No, we're actually... a month ago. We're not doing our losers match. We're doing our winners finals, which is... And again, this is a tournament that had both Foxy and HappyPow in. Madness. But our winners finals is OmegaK versus Derpy, as Derpy defeated Foxy in winners top 8, and OmegaK defeated HappyPow in a very close 3-2 set in winners side 2. So now these guys find themselves minimum top 3 as they're now going into this winners finals. We saw them play at Hyper Combo Unchained, so you know, shout outs to local competition making a difference and helping players get better. I think it does, personally. I mean, there's no thinking. If you play in tournaments, you get better at playing in tournaments. That's pretty much the best way to play tournaments, is to go to your locals. Support your locals, for crying out loud. For those that are just joining us, this is Reflect 2019, where we have HappyPow, Foxy, Derpy, and Omega in our top 4. This has
Wow,
been
we are in top 4 now.
we are
aren't
in
we?
top 4 territory, which
Ooh.
about have our winners finals, which is OmegaK versus Derpy. Derpy conquered Afoxygrampa, and it was OmegaK that conquered HappyPow. Now,
I like the word conquered. It
Yeah.
sounds so overblown, but I get it.
I kind of feel like for those, seeing as we're in top 4, and for those that have just joined, don't worry about OmegaK. He's all right. That's it. The TLDR, he had a fall earlier today.
He fainted. He fainted in the venue.
And as you can see, there's a carpeted floor on the floor. That's carpet burn, unfortunately. But he's fine.
But he's okay.
He's okay. And
He's
that's
okay.
what matters. And, I mean, look, he's clearly not affecting his gameplay. He's fine.
Dude, no,
He's
if
top
anything,
4.
it's making him play better.
Unlocks the potential.
Which realm do you
Now, they did play a hyper combo, and it was OmegaK that came off the winner. Now, this is a different matchup, whereas back then it was Kung Lao Geras. Now, of course, we have Aaron Black Geras, which I haven't seen these two players play this yet. So I'm actually really interested to see how this works out. Looks like Omega's actually content playing from a longer range. He spent most of the game just walking back. Well, I know that Derpy recently made the change to Aaron Black a couple of weeks ago. I think it was actually after Hyper Combo that he decided to change his character, and now there's that whip punish for 2-1. Last time he came to Hyper Combo just for some games, he was actually playing Scorpion. So he was like, hey, Scorpion can do what I do with Kung Lao, but maybe better. But now obviously he's decided to go, well, why not just do Aaron? And clearly it's working out for him. But OmegaK is going to be in the driver's seat already. Okay, there's the throw. Again, Derpy is one to respect plus frames. If he knows he's minus, there's a good chance he's going to block, and Omega is going to be able to run rampant with these throws if he knows that. And again, staggering that low. Derpy knows the overhead is following, but Omega is just going to not finish the string. Thing is, if you're a grab-happy character or player, someone that is very respectful on defense is kind of exactly what you want. It's the players that aren't afraid to squirm that you really don't like playing as if you have the grabs in your game that heavily. Derpy somewhat fought his way out, and yeah, just Wow, that actually punished as well. Yeah, there's a full screen punish.
Well, there's no way Omega was going to pull the trigger on that crushing blow either. Like, he was going to just save it, because the regular damage would have done the job one round now to OmegaK.
Oh, caught it, but no, the finish didn't, and that is the worst kind of combo drop. Or not even like the worst kind of like weird confirm. You know, when the first hit doesn't and the rest whiffs, and then Geras is going to stand up and OmegaK is going to take full damage.
And now bed of spikes into the Oki. Grab or mid. Oh, jump in this time. Delayed wake up to beat them all. All right, what's he going to do? Challenges it. So many people challenge after that, and every time the down one comes from Geras, it always works. So that next level, right, it just slight plus frames always introduce an element of layers. There's that delay. The wake up gets... Oh, no punish, but I feel like Derpy was almost in time. He must have just been off the mark there. Down 4. Into more plus frames. All right, Derpy, pressing it. And yeah, the wake up button press. Omega must have made the next level read that Derpy was going to whiff something.
Okay, there we go. The whiff punish. Derpy on point now. And he has the corner. That's going to be the round. Yeah, clean combo. Derpy. Going to take it. Tie it up 1 round apiece. This is a good game. This is what I was hoping to see in this winners finals. Every time these guys play, it's good matches. Ooh.
Yeah, he was looking for the counter hit, I think. Oh, that chase down!
No, yeah, he actually punished the roll, but he didn't finish the string.
Yep, tries to stagger it, but this time Derpy wise to it, knowing Omega thinks if you're going to try and sit there and block, you're going to try and go for buttons that maybe you shouldn't go for.
Well, that actually was a punish as well. So Omega didn't opt to finish the forward 2-1 into the final 2, but another throw coming out from Derpy. The life lead's definitely getting away from Omega, and there we go, just a roll back to Derpy. He's really good at timing that.
All right, here comes the acid. Checks him. Oh, lots of chip damage being done here. Last
Oh
grab.
no!
The acid!
There it is again.
Again, the acid's always the MVP. Always.
Now, what does Omega do here? He started off really strong, but I feel like a big thing of that matchup was momentum. It feels like these are two characters that really benefit from it, of course, but like Aaron Black to that next level. When Aaron Black has the life lead and he's in the driver's seat, right, there's so much he can throw on the screen to really just stress you out, and Derpy is so good at that. And again, like, there, the call out, the roar back too, because he just knew that Omega was going to press a button, and which he did, but this time it's going to connect into a full hit confirm. Do you see that slight delay from Omega as well, looking for the breakaway?
Yeah, the big thing I'm noticing here, which is different from when these guys last played, and why Aaron Black I think might have been a more favorable pick, at least when they collided, was just control. Like, Derpy has so much more control. If he wants to whiff punish or enforce mids or grabs, he can still do that as Aaron Black, but from the jump distance, from the far away, he gets a little bit more freedom to do what he wants to do.
And there it is, the call out this time. Omega going to spend the bar. Does Derpy go for the breakaway? No, he doesn't. He holds on to it. This is going to tie things up a little bit, somewhat. Oh, there is escape fail too. Derpy even tried to break.
Honestly, kind of surprised Omega didn't go for the tech. Or perhaps that button there with Derpy was a bit too slow. Maybe it's a bit far, slower than a regular down one, but the confirm into Fatal Blow. I agree, it's going to win the round. Well, I'm always... Oh, wow! That must have just scaled so... Oh, no! He just threw a jar of acid at him. I feel like that the act of the jar breaking is what killed him there. It wasn't even the acid. I was genuinely... I was so convinced that was going to kill, purely because, he'd used it at the end, but I guess it scaled, right? So many hits were used beforehand. Oh, no whiff. Throw counter, okay, good stuff. Caught him pressing buttons, and now Derpy's got him in the corner. Down 3, takes his turn. Again. Oh, that max range down 4. No anti-air attempt again. Oh, okay. Going straight into the low. Does Omega. Causes himself in the process, but you get so much advantage from this. Don't know if it really matters. Safe overhead. Derpy taking his turn. And there's scouts out, but again, a missed punish. Derpy has 2 for 2. He's not got. And there's the confirm Omega. Going to get that max range shoulder charge. The thing is about Geras in that situation is that his up 2 is so fast, it actually recovers way earlier than you think it does. It is still death on block, but it recovers way earlier than most traditional up 2s. So your internal timing to try and punish up 2, you got to be quicker with Geras. You have to be way faster than you think. Slam! That's such a good win pose, man. I love it. Sand clone, boys. Oh, this is an interesting match. I feel like Omega spent most of this round with Derpy in the corner, but the corner isn't why he won the round. You know what I mean? I feel like if anything, it's just giving Erron not the chance to really work with the screen. Like, again, if he can get any hit into the acid, it's always dangerous. Oh, but the drop combo, Omega definitely tried to stand up and whip punish. Yeah, a little bit of a funny turn of events here. There's the cancel. Counter hit, so he caught pressing after that. Here comes the better sand trap, sorry.
We're literally, I don't think we've seen Derpy go for the back 2 mix up a single time. And again, Derpy trying to go for the uppercut anti-air, but you have to be so careful trying to anti-air the body splash. If you don't anti-air the body splash at like a certain range, it's so dangerous to actually challenge.
That was a sick throw escape there from Derpy. He gets hit by this. Grab.
Oh, no!
Slam! And he's dead. He's literally dead!
Just
like
off.
that. No! See you later,
dirty. I wouldn't spend all that money on an expensive hat like that and then just leave it at the floor, even if my life was on the line.
You know what is on the line, mate? A spot in Grand Finals, and that game's going to bring OmegaK 1 game closer.
I mean, a spot in Grand Finals and a huge chunk of that £1,000 prize pot.
Yeah, Grand Finals winner's side, I mean, like, minimum top 2 in a 1K pop bonus tournament is a great little payday.
Okay. No, the breakaway from Omega. He knows, and wow, the breakaway into the punish. And this is going to put Derpy in the reverse situation. Does he break away? No, he doesn't. Omega gets the life lead. And again, the advantage.
Oh, down 1 of his own. I think Omega mustn't have done a down 1 himself. All right, grab again.
You see, it's so common for players. They want that poke because they want the frame advantage to start their turn. And Geras is one of the characters that get so much from it. Look at this. Oh, no!
Oh, my God.
I mean, trampoline is the floor.
To be fair, it's a very unorthodox choice. And if you're not ready for that exact moment, then maybe you are going to mess up your anti-cross up that late on.
Well, the thing is, like, if someone is just doing that all over the shop and they're just, like, jumping all over you, the more they do it, the more you're like, oh, okay, you want to be cute? You want to do this? You want to do this wacky stuff? I'll anti-air you. Uh-oh, I got hit by the body splash. Like, it looks wacky, but it works.
I will not let myself be disrespected
on
stream. Counter hit! Oh, my God. Jesus wept.
Oh, no!
Oh, that hurts. He's dead already. Someone stop the damn match.
Oh, wait, I love that. He was definitely fishing for a triple crushing blow round. Oh, he went for the low instead. I actually love that the decision from Omega. That was so dirty. He used the fact that he got 2 crushing blows to threaten the third.
That low may as well have been guaranteed in that situation. There's no universe.
Oh, no.
There's no universe that Derpy was going to block that. Like,
he used the dirt against Derpy, but like even more so. 1 crushing blow, 30%. 2 crushing blow, 30%. And now you're dancing with death on the 3rd crushing blow, so he goes for the other option because the crushing blow is that more obvious.
And that low option...
Oh, that was disgusting.
But that low option still gave Geras a situation.
Yes, it did.
It still gave him, like, advantage.
But Omega, he knows... I feel that's one of my favorite things about Omega's Geras, right? He knows when to pull out the filth. He doesn't base his game around it, but by God does he know when to pull it out.
And now, 1 game has already gone past. Omega just needs 1 more to be Grand Finals. On the winner's side, that's such a comfort zone to have. No counter hit, but here come my plus frames, boy. Guess right. And there it is again, the mix-up. 1-1 low, 1-1 overhead. Gotta guess. Some people claim they can react, but it's tight. It's got to be so tight.
Oh, big confirm. Again, Omega, I don't think he's really missed one of those all day.
Okay, I mean, he's just keeping this mix-up game so simple. The jumping body splash, it's hard to answer back.
Oh, he went for the flawless block tech there. Didn't get it.
It's been pretty much an entire game of Derpy being point blank against Omega, which I think is why the Geras has been
get another,
running.
and it took long enough to get the amplify again.
I think he's even dead. He's dead. For sure. Absolutely. That's going to be match point for OmegaK. If he wins this game, he's going to be on the grand finals, winner's side, the ultimate comfort zone with this Geras pick.
Still, though, definitely not over. Derpy, he's been playing super well all tournament. Obviously, he sent Xarakamaka to losers. He beat Gallander for top 8. He beat Foxy in top 8. Like, but that's another opportunity for Omega. He's not missing them. His confirms have been absolutely pristine.
Better spikes, guarantees some sort of situation. There's the crouch. That little micro tap on the down input. You mentioned that earlier.
How about a hold of the down input into a down 2?
I just feel like Derpy has never been able to mount any offense since game number 1. It's been 100% Geras since this point.
No defensive bar to wake up. Oh, he was fishing for the crushing blow. He wants to end this. The plus frames. Doesn't move on with them. That fatal blow is still there, but Derpy has to be careful. Oh, that was bold. Oh, the grab again.
Oh,
this is going to put Derpy in a really tough situation. The delay into the down one,
He's
and
dead.
the chip damage. Just like that, Derpy is taken down as OmegaK advances to grand finals on the winner's side. How about that for a turnaround?
I genuinely believe not even Omega would have believed you if you told him that he would be.
That's because
grand finals on this side.
Omega, right? As a player, Omega, we all know he's been around for a while. It's been around, it's in his name, PND. PND means
one of the originals.
Means you have been around since the early days of MK9. He was one of us back then, and from then to now, we all know he's good, right? We all know he's a solid player. He had that Grodd in Injustice 2, that Baraicho in MKX. But he's never really had a huge amount of confidence as a player, right? Like he plays the game, he enjoys the game, but he's always going to be the last one to tell you that he's good. You know what I mean? I think we all know a lot of players like that. But this kind of performance makes me really happy. From a biased standpoint, right? PND boys, well done. At least one in grand finals. Foxy, let's see if we can get 2. But still, To see him put in the grind, he came to Unchained. He's been traveling to other to events around. He wants to play this game, and he puts in the effort. He's traveled all the way down to London for this, like everyone else. And to see the results begin to really shine for him. He did well at Unchained. He obviously is guaranteed to do minimum 2nd place today. Very proud of him, and super happy to see how well he's done.
So our next matchup is going to be actually a pretty big European Titan collision.
This is what a lot of us thought Grand Finals was going to be,
and
but now physically can't
impossible.
Be.
It's impossible. Afoxygrampa versus HappyPow is about to take place, and matchup-wise, I don't know. I think Foxy's more confident in his Lao today. I genuinely think so. He's hovering over Lao in the character select.
He just likes he likes staring into the eyes of Kung Lao. It's just like, hello,
those dead revenant eyes.
My old friend.
Look at them.
Oh, so he's looking in the mirror.
That's a good point.
Foxy plays
That's
with no soul.
That's a good point.
He plays with no soul, and now his main doesn't either.
In 2019, he takes yours. Your soul is mine.
Wait, are we actually? Yeah, he actually is going to be doing it. The Kung Lao.
Now,
okay.
Thing is, Jackie is said to do very well against Kung Lao because she can punish your throw techs.
But that's not something that HappyPow does.
HappyPow doesn't. That's my point. He doesn't really do it, does he? So I wonder if that's actually going to be a thing. People do speculate that Jackie wins this matchup.
I mean, I firmly speculate that. I firmly speculate that this is a bad matchup for Lao off of that. But I mean, if there's one Lao player that's going to be able to kind of work around that in the matchup, it's going to be Foxy. Now, is that what we're going to see?
Down 3 immediately. First hit props.
Well, the range of that down 3. Disgusting.
And now here's that mix-up. Down 3 is so... I mean, it really is an underratedly good button. I mean, it goes low. It kind of low profiles a lot of things. It's fast. It's plus. Oh, it's so good. That Z-Hat game, Foxy. Understanding that when Z-Hat gets blocked and his forward 4 is blocked, he really can't enforce anything. But there's a constant micro frame data mind game that Kung Lao enforces.
So I like that choice because that's the string that goes into the plus frames. But if you go for the plus frame string, there's a huge gap. And if you think he's going to try and go for the gap, you can go for that string, which I don't believe has one. So HappyPow is using that knowledge against Foxy right now.
Tries to whip punish with the crossing blow, but a bit too slow on the uptake there. HappyPow doesn't commit to the entire string.
Oh, there we go.
Should be
There's the
around.
big damage. I believe that's optimal. No, I think optimal is to go for the forward 2-2 and then the combo, but it's a lot harder.
Round 2.
That's going to be round 1 for HappyPow. Foxy now. He's trying to actually buffer the Z-Hat input, I think. And ooh, wavy.
That was really long. That was a long range throw. Oh, no Z-Hat allowed as long as dash punch exists.
That's always my fear, is that Kung Lao probably can't establish too much of the Z-Hat from full screen because she just dash punch up in there.
But it's like it's done on reaction too. HappyPow is paying attention. Like he's ready for the Z-Hat.
Up 3. Okay, grab and throw escape, but no amplify.
Ooh, that looks really awkward. Another throw tech.
Again,
Right, that's like 2 throws Foxy's gone for, and both have been tech. Oh, no punish.
I don't think he was ready
Oh,
to pinch. Oh, God.
What? Oh, that is really unfortunate.
What is happening here?
Oh, what a spaghetti fest! Spaghetti all over the floor! What are we doing? The down 3. That's going to
I
take
don't
it.
want spaghetti again.
Oh, no. Foxy's going to take the round.
You
title.
dropped the combo, I bet. The combo is probably just from a YouTube video.
Oh, the grab again doesn't work. And the clinch. God, the animation for the clinch looks exactly like a throw animation, so it always throws me off. Big neutral jump coming out from HappyPow.
Those neutral jumps will work pretty well against Foxy, I think. Especially if he whiffs those grabs point blank. Jump just in case.
He's looking for the dive kick. The dive kick is so fast in this game too. It's like the ultimate. It's like the super Kano ball.
And that Kung Lao mix-up is so simple, but so effective, man. It's so strong. Oh. Mid collide. Jump kick. No anti-air. Up 3. Stealing the turn. Escape failed. Foxy tried to tech.
But HappyPow went for the corner direction. Uh-oh, that's going to be huge.
Then bum bum. Oh, no wake up to be had! No wake up for you, friend!
Of course, that's not going to work. You know, you have to remember, fatal blows. The armor isn't active immediately. You have to wait. I mean, I believe it's about, was it frame 5 onwards? I hear frame 5 a lot. But that's not immediately. So if you just do it off the ground and the meaty is timed properly, it is going to get chewed up, hook, line, and sinker. And that's exactly what we just saw. Foxy not going to drop it. HappyPow goes down.
Another neutral jump read on prediction of a grab. That seems to be HappyPow's choice. And
Oh! What if that was a flawless block attempt?
maybe.
Because that's something that Foxy does a lot, right? Kind of dash in, down 3. Oh, not in range, but that streak is still +1.
That's such a cool looking string, man. I love it.
This is Kung Lao, man. This character just oozes swag. He's so much cooler than that lame-o Liu Kang, am I right?
I agree. Kung Lao is my chosen one.
In our hearts.
With punish.
Okay.
Ugh.
And that stream by itself does 16%. So you've done like 160 damage before they've even left the ground.
Oh, you did!
Wow, the buzzsaw crushing blow is going to come through.
Ugh. Oh my word. Jing, jing, jing. Oh no. I love that move so much.
Oh, no. Low-key, one of the better projectiles in the game. 7% on hit, and it can be made a mid or anti-air at any time. That move is crazy. Guided hat.
Yo, we should nerf Kung Lao.
Yeah, let's do it. As if we are the ones.
As if we have any say. Let's personally see to it that Kung Lao is nerfed.
Oh, the order has been made. I expect it in the Shang Tsung update.
HappyPow's whiffing buttons, and he's now
Oh, no.
caught disrespecting a lot. The delayed wake up is going to make the forward 4 whiff, but no reward, no opportunity to do anything about it just yet.
And there it is again, using the fact that HappyPow is going to be blocking after his minus frames to enforce that forward 4. You know, a lot of people see forward 4. How does Foxy make it work? It's such a slow mid. It's player reading. When you know they're going to block, that's when you do it.
And ultimately, this is why Foxy...
He just committed!
This is why Foxy exclusively goes for forward 4 as his mid, because forward 4, it does chip, it's confirmable. Forward 1 can't beat jumps the same way forward 4 can. Forward 1's not as meaty as forward 4 is. Like, it is the miracle button for this exact kind of read.
Oh, that didn't work.
Oh, that might be
enough. Oh, that's it.
He's in big trouble.
Ooh.
What is
That's
HappyPow?
acrobatic.
Oh,
no!
the Z hat. If it's not guided, it's the Z. Just like that.
That's again, I can't believe. I still remember watching the Kung Lao combat cast, seeing that move and being like, "What is that? That move is trash.
That move looks so bad."
And then, lo and behold,
It's like one of his best moves.
It's like so good. But I mean, it requires a lot of respect, right? You can't just throw it out. You know, you can't do it on block. You have to do it in certain situations for Oki. You think they're going to break away, right? It comes off like the player really has to do it at the right time. Up and again, the mix-up. Grab or mid. Pick your poison.
Every time Foxy's established now 3 for 3, it's worked out. The down 3 again 4 times in a row. This read has come off on top. Now wake up jump just to try and get out of dodge, but it didn't work as another forward four connects. And just like that, HappyPow is so close to being down, and he will finally fall. And that's match point Foxy, 1 round away from getting his run back against Derpy in losers finals.
But again, why has Foxy gone with Kung Lao instead of Cassie? People say, hey, Cassie would do better than Kung Lao. HappyPow is a really efficient player at trying to squirm his way out of situations into big damage. If you squirm against Kung Lao, his forward 4 will absolutely destroy you.
I mean, he just forces you in the position, right? He just keeps you there the whole time. And again, HappyPow really calling out the gap in that the string. Again, the big highs. Oh! Oh no, not close enough to get the combo, so he's just going to go for the Z-Hat. I respect that.
Spatial awareness, man. He's going to sit and respect. Tries to grab the minus frames. Dash punch. Get some damage on the board. The back walk, just in case. Like, Foxy's really trying to bait something here.
He just wants to make HappyPow hang himself, I think. Down 3 again. We see him go.
Oh my God.
Every time he's gone for spin on block, it's connected. I cannot believe it.
So many hits are connecting, but nothing significant. Nothing full comboable. Foxy just disrespects and wake up.
Oh! Oh, no way. That's it. That's going to be death. HappyPow could not break away in time, and that's 1000% death. Yeah, that's it. The fatal blow, one of the coolest in the game, is going to take Afoxygrampa to his run back against Derpy.
That was a fantastic match. I'm really happy with it. Is he going to fatality? Surely he must. Yeah, there we go. I was waiting for it.
I absolutely love it.
I was waiting for
You know what I love about this one? Oh, wait, no, this is the lame one. The one where he, like, spins them around, and you have, like, the perspective of them. Or like Kung Lao, like first person getting spun around.
I mean,
to that Happy Tree friend.
I mean, no, the big thing to me, I mean, surely that's got to be a throwback to like the MK4 prison fatality, where you can grab them and throw them into the fan.
You know,
that has to be an Easter egg.
know, I didn't think of that. That's a good point.
There's got to be an Easter egg.
Enough of our ramblings, as Afoxygrampa is going to send HappyPow, the last remaining French player, out of the tournament. But again, kudos, my dude. Thank you so much for coming down. Again, to all the French players in attendance, thank you for coming down to the UK again and doing well. As of course, 2 of them in top 8 is definitely nothing to shy away from. But HappyPow, this is where his tournament ends, and Afoxygrampa will continue through. HappyPow now has his run back against Derpy ready to go next.
HappyPow already won the money match. Right, so he's already got £500. Now he's got his top 8 money as well. So this was a good payday for HappyPow. But again, it just goes back into the personal matchups. Now the run back is going to happen here. Losers finals, Derpy versus Foxy. I guarantee, yeah, he's going in with Kung Lao again. I speculate that this has just not been a Kung Lao day. Sorry, it's not been a Cassie Cage day for Foxy. So the Kung Lao pick actually, he's clearly more comfortable with this character today as well.
Now the question is, does Derpy give him the mirror? Is this when we see it? Is this
if
when
it's
we
a Kung Lao mirror, it's going to be a complete example.
I mean, I feel like Derpy's not one to get consumed by that.
I mean, Aaron Black is his
at the same time,
surely.
this is... Oh! No way! No way! Get it! Kung Lao mirror in losers finals, just UK MK things.
This would be a great result either way.
Oh
We're in for a treat.
Yo, if
you guys aren't sharing the stream now,
evidence.
you got to share the stream out right now. I will not accept anything less. Twitch.tv/PNDK&M. Nice hat!
I'll take your hat and
He said nice hat! That's my line.
evil imposter.
Kung Lao, player 1 Kung Lao was just trying to be nice. Player 2 was being a jerk. And now, this mix-up, they're both going to be victim to their own mix-ups. Derpy now is going to get the grab, and I mean, he's going to get the grab again. This is foreshadowing. Okay, I'm going to have to try really hard I'm going to have to try really hard to pay attention to which Kung Lao is who, because they both play so similar, but the big difference is Derpy uses forward 1 and Foxy doesn't. But even then, maybe that's the adjustment. Well, Foxy's black and red, and Derpy's the white and yellow, at least. Ketchup and mustard Lao. Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Is this the K&M Twitch? And the grab. Oh, look, Kung Lao hit a grab. I'm so surprised at this outcome.
We have about 200 more of those to see.
Oh, whip on it! Knowledge! The knowledge. Absolute awareness. Foxy's going to take round number 1. Derpy had a good start. Hit a few throws, you know.
Oh, wow. Didn't connect. I would not punch a hat like that close. There it is.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, the swaggy combo is coming through Derpy. Oh, clean.
I know that string. Foxy definitely doesn't use it because it goes against his game plan, doesn't it? That string?
Yeah.
But Derpy's not. Oh,
the cancel, Derpy.
Finesse.
Absolute, yes.
That was absolute finesse. Derpy's going to take the second round. I am already liking what I'm seeing.
This is going to be so good. We are in for a treat.
Fight.
But now the escape failed. It's still locked and loaded.
For who?
Derpy.
Oh. That's like really... which one? Oh, and there it is, the mid. Derpy. I find you have to be really careful when you decide to break away against that. Oh, he tried to do nothing, but still punishable. I think he tried to do jump too. He tried to get a hit on the way down and actually whiffed. So the grounded string didn't work, and no breakaway. 1 bar of meter. This is going to do damage. Here we go. Knocked down. Oh no, misses the forward 4. You have to make sure you get the last hit of that kick, because that's the one that gives you the advantage. Oh, the cancel to the throw. The cheeky stuff coming out from Afoxygrampa. Derpy still has the throw locked. Oh, he knew it. Derpy with a crouch. They are literally playing a mirror match right now. They're playing the same style. Oh, he went for the throw. He still got it. Wait, no way. Oh, he did keep it. No! Oh, I can't believe he didn't wait for it. He didn't wait for it, and he's going to pay the price. That was literally just game 1. Oh, literally just game 1. My heart can't take it. You're noticing neither of the guys are wearing headphones, so when I point something out, I'm really trying to be quiet so they don't bloody hear me. But we're going to rematch. We're going to go straight into it again. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Thank you so much, Derpy and Foxy, for giving us this match. This is losers finals. Oh, this is to play OmegaK in grand finals. Losers finals is a Kung Lao mirror. I literally never thought I'd see the day. But they're both so sick as well. Here we go, wake up roll. Oh, no optimal punish, but still going to get the forward 4 anyway. Foxy eats his own mix, but Derpy doesn't confirm into spin this time. Foxy's going to get the reversal throw now. His time to play. Yeah, this is actually going to be quite interesting though, because I know universally, like, back in MK's prime, did Foxy ever lose the mirror match a single time? Like, back when it's like prime tournament season, you know, offline, year 1, year 2, before Injustice came out, I don't think he lost the mirror a single time, and there are a lot of Lao players in that game's prime. Foxy was the king of Lao for a very long time, and, you know, new game, new Lao, but there's the duck! The standing 2 actually whiffs, but he's so minus. He's still got the rest of the string. Derpy with a very clutch duck, and he's going for a lot more neutral crouches than Foxy. Well, the thing is, like, the 2-1-2, it is 2-1-2-1-2 is the string, yes. Right? It's a lot of highs, but it hits many times, it does a lot of damage, and it's plus on block. But there are so many highs, and this is the kind of character that will kill you for it. And that down 2. Oh, wow. Ooh. Foxy tried to give him an avenue so the forward chew it up, but the down 3 came out so fast. Oh, I mean, Kung Lao's down 3 is one of the better down 3s in the game, I think. And there's the hit confirm. Again, so much damage coming through from this. Meterless 250 into the setup. I love that Derpy even amplified the spin because he knew it was so far away the regular spin would have whiffed. It's just that spatial awareness. Here we go, grab. Don't count Foxy out by any means. He's got, by this point, he's going to have another bar of amplify. Oh, I can't quite confirm. Again, too far away, didn't have amplify. It's awareness from both of these guys. And the grab. I even missed the escape failed. The grab! I was expecting Derpy to go for a retaliation fatal blow that entire time. Chip damage. Oh, the jump back! He went for the command grab though, and not a strike. If that was a strike, dare I say, that would have hit the jump in. I don't think so. I think the jump was meant to beat the options of teleport. Kung Lao's teleport is arguably, I think, worse than it's ever been, really, in this game. Oh, for sure. It's not very good. But for reasons like that, right? If you're in the air, there's not a lot Kung Lao can do. Once he's committed to the teleport, it very much is just like a Hail Mary. There's a reason I think Kung Lao players save it for the scramble, because you can't base an entire game plan around it. You can just jab it. It's not useless. It's just probably the most dangerous to do as the last player. It doesn't have as much use as it used to, basically. We are throwing hats at each other. I mean, they just complement each other's hats. Well, no, one did. Get a closer look. Oh. They realised they just bought their hat from the same place. Wait, yours are just a different colour. What's going on? He told me he'd ran out of that shade. Amplify. Can't go for the crazy swag combo because obviously Foxy was already airborne at the time. But Derpy does have that fatal blow, and this could be kill if he manages to get the opportunity to get an opening, any opening. That could have been it. Oh, well, that's why Foxy didn't commit. Oh no, wow, he just pulled the trigger, and that's a full punish. Derpy played slow for almost long enough, but just in the final moment was just out-patienced. But this is a different match. He is going to rematch. No, he is going to commit. This is going to be a Lao mirror to the end. Definitely, let's not forget the situation here, right? Derpy defeated Foxy in winners when it was Aaron Black versus Cassie Cage. Foxy going in, maybe Derpy genuinely does not want to deal with Foxy's Lao as Aaron Black, and he is the most confident. This isn't just him trying to please the people. He must be the most confident against Lao with his own. Well, that's the thing, right? You know, we talk about how he has always been confident in the mirror, but he picked Lao first. He did. So maybe it's just like he felt the Cassie Aaron, because we have to remember in winners Derpy it was Derpy Aaron Black versus Foxy's Cassie, and Derpy won. It was 3-1, right? It wasn't 3-2. It wasn't close. Yeah. So you know, the fact that Derpy's gone straight to the mirror, Yeah, I'm sure there's a reason that he hasn't gone Aaron here, but... Oh, and he's getting constantly clipped, but Foxy finally pulls the trigger on the regular spin from that range, and that's why he didn't in the last game. If it's not point blank, it won't work. He tries to grab and cancel, tries to be cute, loses meter for his trouble. Afoxygrampa now 1 round away from Grand Finals against OmegaK. Oh, counter hit! Breakaway's available. Surely he has to use it. Oh wow, stands up too early, straight into the high. Here's an opportunity. But again, the breakaway used. You have to be careful when breakawaying against Kung Lao because he does so much damage so frequently. Before you know, the breakaway didn't help you from a great deal. But if you can break away and then play defensive enough to not get opened up again. Oh, speaking of which, the good decisions coming through. Amplify. I mean, it's a lot more dangerous than you might think to go for those neutral crouches against Kung Lao, right? He has mids for days. Oh, he tried it again, but just too low. I mean, remember, 2-1 is a double high. There's a good chance it will just get low profiled very easily. Foxy with the fatal blow, locked and loaded. The that's it! No! That's it! He even tried to break away. He's going to end, even if he, on any chance, survives this, which he won't, by the way.
No, he is super dead.
Breakaway was used. He died with nothing available. That's a 3-0 for Foxy, but that was a damn good match. That was a damn good match.
Wait, are we seeing the same?
I thought they were both going to do it in unison, showing each other their Mortal Kombat hats.
Good games, though. Good games all around. Good games all around. That does mean that our deepest desires have been fulfilled. It's a PND Grand Final again.
It is a PND Grand Final again. So, Derpy, you know, shout out to Derpy for getting this far in the tournament.
Dude, Derpy
he had a
super
great
proud of himself.
Path. He was able to take out Xarakamaka, he took out Ganondorf, he beat Foxy in winners. He gave us a hell of a show in losers finals. That was a really, really, really fun match. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I'm not surprised he didn't change because Kung Lao he has the most time with. And again, against Foxy's Lao, genuinely, I believe he must have been the most confident with Lao. Otherwise, he would have swapped for sure. But Grand Finals, man, Afoxygrampa versus OmegaK. I know when these guys play online, Foxy definitely gets the edge.
Now, that's actually something I wanted to talk about. So, I know for sure that Omega and Foxy, they do play online every now and then. And I know, this typically is the case for a lot of people that play Foxy regularly, after a while, he kind of figures you out, and it's really hard to beat him in sets, especially long sets, right? If you play Foxy for a long time, it's hard to just come off better in games. I know Omega has a tendency to be quite defeatist after a long set with Foxy, because typically Foxy does do much better in a set. However, Omega is having an incredible tournament.
And I think it was his unfortunate occurrence of fainting and landing on the floor face first that did it.
Oh, poor guy, dude.
He's been through the wars today, and I feel so bad for him. But he's Grand Finals winners.
He beat HappyPow, he beat Derpy, and now he's against Foxy. And he gets the first hit with a mix-up. Let's go. This is Grand Finals for Reflect 2019. Afoxygrampa from the loser side with Kung Lao and OmegaK with that Gyros on the winners. This is first 3 again. Double elimination again. We have to remember Foxy has to reset the bracket, and there is a £1,000 pop bonus to play for. We are now seeing who's going to get the majority of that.
And now Foxy's going to land a clean grab. As always, I mean, that is the Kung Lao special, right? It's going to be forward 4 or it's going to be grab. And he can just so dangerous at enforcing that. The 2-1 dedicates the entire string. +1 on block, right, by itself.
+1 and a super fast down 3. Not a bad combination.
Now from this range, Omega will try and check him.
You're effectively trading chip damage, though. You trade the chip of the guided hat for the chip of the sand trap, which if you're not winning, isn't in your favor.
And now there's the grab. Every time a down 3 hits, you really are victim to that. Just straight up mix-up. Tries to down 2, I believe, in that situation. I saw his little hand appear on the right-hand side, but Foxy's going to take this first round. Remember, this is a double elimination tournament. Foxy's on the loser's side for Grand Finals. He has to beat OmegaK twice in a 3 out of 5 to win this tournament.
But I find this such a... Yeah, he's trying to go for the forward block again, but Foxy's just not pressing.
Oh. And that should be a whiff punish. Yes, it is. No breakaway's been used yet, so Foxy should be able to escape this pretty easily.
Which he does a lot. Foxy's a big fan of denying damage, right? If he can save himself health, chances are he will. It was the same in MKX. Very breaker happy. Oh, went for the overhead, and there's a counter hit too. Foxy tried to stand up with a button, and Omega timed it perfectly.
But that has to be a bait, because he tries to do
that exact situation.
But obviously, Crushing Blow 111 does not have the same plus frames on hit as the one that OmegaK just enforced. There's the better spikes, launch, and that's absolutely going to be the round over.
And again, you have to remember, nothing wrong with spending that first bar to finish the round off, because obviously it's coming back. By the time you start the round, it's over halfway back already. So it's minimal time spent waiting for it. But OmegaK sticking out a punishable button, unfortunately, and that's going to be a full punish from Foxy. Point blank, Z-Hat. That is respect OmegaK is showing.
Respects the forward four. Foxy trying to answer back. The 1-1 low, the eternal mix-up that is just ever present with Geras.
Oh, the wake-up jump. Again, that hit confirm, using a bar, extending that damage.
Yeah,
See, Foxy, he's playing quite slippery. He doesn't want to be stood on the ground for a long amount of time.
And there's that knockdown. Cancel.
Oh,
no.
okay. It cancelled as well, so no defensive bar. This is max damage.
Is he going to fall Fatal Blow?
No, he has no reason to. He's going to hold it for now, because now he can win the game.
If he Fatal Blows now, he arguably wins the game.
Oh, wow, the wake-up down 3 comes through. Is that enough? Not quite.
Oh, Hail Mary, just wave in, wave in, wave in.
I think he was looking for something like a projectile, Z-Hat, guided hat, something. But Foxy, he's not his first time here. He definitely knows when to be patient. And again, with that kind of life lead he had, no reason at all to stick out anything that
ultimately, the issue you'll face against this variation of Kung Lao is that he is so good at chipping you out. And he only had 1 hit of last breath, so Omega, he had to make a big, bold claim, and he had to make it quick because, time wasn't on his side, and neither was the health bar.
Grab coming through again. In fact, Foxy's defense, normally, again, it's very dangerous to play around. A lot of crouches, a lot of quick ducks against characters like Geras, because they have those strong mids, but it's not matter too much. And there's the breakaway again. And that delay wake up. Ooh, okay. Misses the combo, though.
That could have been a lot more. Kung Lao's anti-air down 2, one of the best anti-air down 2s because it recovers so quickly. Has a big hitbox on it. Great for comboing off as well. And Foxy looking for that reactionary dive kick. He hits 2 of those that will crushing blow into death.
And there it is, the chip damage. Would have done it by itself.
Yeah, Omega had to challenge that.
He only had 1 bar of defense. There's no way he would have survived. See, Omega, he's trying to poke out the standing 1 a lot, but that is the button that Foxy's pretty much avoiding the most. Anti-air. Does Foxy breakaway an anti-air combo? He does.
He's just trying to deny damage as much as possible, I think. Waiting for the down 1, but Geras, his down 1 back-to-back is underratedly lethal, actually. Very fast, not amazingly minus on blocks, so...
Okay, there we go. We finally see Omega going in for the forward 2. He's been committing
2-1.
Yeah, he's been committing to the standing 1 instead of the mid for the longest time, but now Foxy doesn't have the breakaway. We see him opt to go for it. There's a big punish. Well, that wasn't a punish, that was the up 3, so he just caught him just straight up, not even a counter hit.
I assume Foxy either tried to crouch or he tried to jump, but now he's in a bad situation. Wake up down 3. Maybe he can make a comeback here. He still has to get through Omega's breakaway. Oh yeah, never mind. Never mind, it's over.
I mean, low-key, I think Kung Lao is quite a comeback-heavy character, right? He has a lot of damage, it's mix-ups.
No matter how much health he's got, you've got to hold his mix-up of grab. Ooh, or low. Every time it's going to be the overhead. He's really trying to bet on it. He hasn't done the low in so long that now when he does the 1-1-1, it's, well, which one is he going to go for?
It's safe, right? It's a question of safety at that point.
Wasn't quite ready for the splashed hit, I don't think.
Oh, he tried, and Foxy almost called it out. David Lucky tried to. There's that down 1 again. The second Omega goes in for the standing 1, Foxy is just determined to not let him. Oh, there we go. Crouch into hurt. Optimal standing damage. And delay again from Omega. Big jump kick.
Oh, the magnet arms. Kung Lao's throw range, so good. Shout for the fatal blow. And now he's not in a fantastic position. Full screen's where Foxy wants him to be because it's Z-Hattable.
That was his chip territory. He tried to anti-air, wasn't there in time. Fatal blow is going to be gone for a while. He still has 2 bars, so he could have taken last breath, but wasn't quite able to. Now again, something you'll see there a lot, and this is crucial in Kung Lao pressure. He gets a throw loop off of his back throw, because a back throw he's guaranteed a meaty down 3. Right? His down 3, if just a quick dash and a down 3, it's like guaranteed meaty timing. He's in range. Every back throw he'll get that. Forward throw, on the other hand, he does not. He obviously knocks you way further away. So forward throw pretty much ends his offense, and back throw keeps it going. But his back throw has a crushing blow. So it really is, again, someone like Foxy that has throws built into his game plan so much, it really is dangerous to decide what is he going to go for when he's mixing me up, especially mid-screen, when it's less obvious in terms of positioning. Oh, headbutt. Tries to meet Z-Hat that one too. Down 3, I mean, the down 3 is not just one of the best down 3s in the game for its speed and its recovery. Goodbye, Z-Hat. Bye-bye, neck. But it's also the fact that it is the
skeleton key to his offense. You hit it down 3, it's grab or forward 4 every single time. And that is a scary mix-up to enforce here. Omega goes for the empty jump grab.
Throw, I like it.
Ugh.
Maybe a call out that Foxy was going to delay wake up again. Oh, could have punished. And that is what we're going to see from Foxy. We're seeing a crouch for a crouch.
I think the early Z-Hat must have been a potential call-out for a breakaway. And
oh wow, a taste of your own medicine. Obviously, Kung Lao having a really fast up 2, he could do the exact same thing. And again, scouted out once more. OmegaK going for the fatal blow, would have won the round if it connected. And it was chip damage territory with no defensive bar, so it was that or sit there and do nothing.
Man, this change to Kung Lao has been so fruitful. Full punish. There we go. 1-1 into that bed of spikes into a full combo with breakaways used, so Omega does not overcommit because he doesn't want to get punished.
There's the overhead block again, yep.
Foxy will eat a million lows if it means he never has to eat the overhead.
So it looks like instead of actually enforcing it,
oh
you know what you were saying?
God.
You know what you literally just said.
The one time, and that
Ooh,
repositioning.
Side switch.
Swag.
I've never seen that before. Or the crouch, but again.
I can assume that was accidentally.
Wow.
He tried to do standing 4 into better spikes, I think. He got back 4 by mistake. Oh. Yep. Foxy keeps it simple.
Okay, he walked into it.
Part of me thinks Foxy will be okay taking that though, because he's still going to have the life lead by the end of this, and there's no fatal blow to worry about anymore. He's still on a reset point here too.
But OmegaK isn't really on chip health here. He's still going to take a hit or a throw, and that's going to be the brutality no less too. And just like that, Afoxygrampa has reset the bracket 3-0. So we are back to 0-0 again for the final time today. It's been a long top 8. It's been a really good set of games, but so we're going to boil down to the next. Well, maybe 5, but Omega, he's going to be thinking. I know he plays Baraka as well, but I don't know what dictates the matchup. At the very least, I definitely agree with going back to character select. Even if he goes with the same matchup, you need to take that tactical time to think about what's going on here, because part of me always worries that maybe Omega has some kind of mental block against Foxy as well, because the fact of the matter is, these guys have played for so long. Over the years, like, no, these are 2 PND originals. Back in the MK9 days, they've been playing. They go way back.
But historically, Foxy's always kind of taken it over.
Omega in the past.
Omega. So there are sometimes mental blocks that can appear where you're like, I'll never beat this guy.
But, you know, again, let's not call it over too soon, as of course, Omega is actually going into Baraka. He's making the change.
I will avenge them, Baraka.
Oh, I love Kung Lao so much. I literally cannot stress enough how happy I am that that Foxy went back to Kung Lao. You know, when the game first came out, he really wasn't sure if he wanted to play him. Went to Cassie, and then decided to go with his heart. Turns out Kung Lao's actually pretty damn good at doing what Foxy's always wanted to do.
But again, Baraka is similar to Geras in a lot of ways. But I feel like there are definitely redeeming qualities too, especially Marauder Baraka, right? He has huge damage, amazing crushing blows, damage over time is strong. And again, that chop is really strong again. Just really heavy damage, but safety. This character is not dangerous to play.
I think there's going to be the DJT effect in this matchup too, where Baraka, if he gets that hard read on what Kung Lao wants to do, nice call out on the jump by the way. Spark would have worked, but Marauder's gutted would not.
Wow. It's that fatal blow. Of course, Baraka has that fast advancing fatal blow, so it can be used to whiff punish. But Foxy, he's looking to chip him out. He has no defensive bar. That Z-Hat is going to be ever present. Oh, he went for the forward 4. And
If
down
only.
2. Yeesh.
If only Omega held the forward 4-4, we'd have seen a crushing blow into death.
That's
Just
what I thought we were
quite
going to
ready.
see, but no.
Oh, there it is.
Now, something in the matchup, obviously Marauder gets those extended buttons, right? The extended down 1, extended down 3. I wonder if that's going to actually make a difference here.
Well, time will tell, but seems to still be all Foxy right now. And oh my god, the call out.
He's just one step ahead every time. Everything Omega wants to do, Foxy has already been prepared for, it seems. And as a crouch tries to go under it, you see him using Baraka's 1-1 the same way we saw Geras, but whereas Geras was prone to just being hit out of it all the time. We're not seeing it quite as much for Baraka. But I feel like Omega definitely doesn't look quite
he tried to get the...
yeah, he tried to do the same thing. Flawless block into up 2. Which Baraka can still do to a degree. Obviously, the reason it works so much for Geras and even Lao, like Geras' up 2 is 6 frames. Kung Lao's is 8, I believe. And I think, I don't know Baraka's off by heart, but I know it's definitely slower than both of them. But again, it still can work in situations. And again, he's a character that puts himself barely minus a lot of the time, which is why you see it so much. But Foxy, going to go up 1 game already. And there's the reversal throw going to come through.
Foxy coming in from the loser's side. He has had quite the path in the loser's bracket, but it's been the moment the change went from Cassie to Lau today. It's just much better rewards. Oh, tries to whip punish with the 1-1-2 and unfortunately too far away, and he's just vulnerable for the rest of it. Forward one, knockdown. Respect reversal throw counter, which both means the grab worked, but Omega was pressing buttons too. Now, a thing is about this matchup though we're seeing is, I know Foxy is a firm believer that any character that doesn't have amazing mobility or like teleportation or anything like that, Z-Hat is incredible in the neutral for kind of just being an ever-present thorn in the side of whoever he's against. If you don't have mobility, if you don't have a teleport or something like that, the Z-Hat is something you always have to be afraid of. It's going to do a lot of chip damage, it's going to do a lot of damage if it connects with you, and it doesn't cost him resources to do.
No!
Both Geras and Baraka suffer the same negatives to it, I think. Goes for the reposition, but unfortunately, neutral crouching on wake up, I assume expecting a grab. I mean, this is Kung Lao we're talking about. The delay makes you think you're going to cancel it into grab, and he forward fours you again. The gift that just keeps on giving here, and here comes Z-Hat. Omega's going to whiff. It's just fighting back the best he can, but to no avail. It's another grab, and Foxy 2 games up after this reset. I assume we're going to see probably a change back to Geras, I think.
Now,
I just think he'll change here, because Geras, I think, is a better pick.
I definitely think Geras, he has a better chance. I think that the Baraka change was worth a try, but fundamentally, like, Geras is who he's been the most comfortable with, it's who he has the most playtime with, and I feel like what you would change characters to do, i.e. make the matchup better, give the opponent something else to worry about, Baraka's not really doing that for him at the moment. So I definitely respect this change back to Geras. But this does mean that Foxy has not only reset the bracket, he is now on tournament point, on the verge of 6 games straight. I don't want to call it over just yet, though. You know, the optimist in me wants to see Omega bring it back. But I mean, this is Foxy, right? When Foxy gets the download, when Foxy gets
This time you will
just the read on you as a player, it can be hard to kind of pull it back.
It's very dangerous when Foxy's kind of downloaded your play. We've kind of seen that historically over and over again, that if someone beats Foxy, they have not a very amazing chance of beating him twice. In MK11, that might be changing a little bit. We'll wait and see, but so far, counter hit.
This will finally give him a nice life lead.
Now maybe Geras is the key here. But right now, Foxy's just had the right reads. He's had the right decision-making. Like, decision-making is the big thing that Foxy's always had over most other players. That's not going to crushing blow because the 1-1 connected before. Oh, wonder what that was to catch. And yeah, but it went just too much. And again, that down 2. Such a good anti-cross-up. Flawless block.
And again, we're seeing him. The exact same circumstances that works for Geras does work for Kung Lao as well. It's the exact same idea. And the crouch, Foxy, the read out of nowhere.
Amplify. Are we going to see Z-Hat? No, we're going to just leave it outright by itself. And just the delay into Fatal Blow. Omega presses a button, gives him exactly what he's looking for. And that's 100% going to be the round over. Tournament point for Foxy on the verge of a 6-0 in Grand Finals. I mean, this has been a Kung Lao day for Foxy. It has been.
No, absolutely. And just like this, he is on the verge of 6 games straight over Omega. Omega has had an amazing tournament so far. He defeated HappyPow in the top 8. He defeated Derpy in winners finals, but Afoxygrampa is going to be the final boss for him once again.
I feel like that's just the running theme of the UK. Foxy's always the final challenger, no matter what. And there's the forward 4. Doesn't confirm.
Oh, the delay! This is that mix-up. Again, the throw, the walk down. Foxy, he enforces the 50-50, and he had the crushing blow throw. And the throw, just like that. An absolute final deletion of the life bar. And just like that, Afoxygrampa is your Reflect 2019 Mortal Kombat 11 champion with that clean Kung Lao.
I mean, this was a good tournament for him. He got sent to losers in the winner's side by Derpy with Cassie Cage. And after that, just went, you know what, I'm not playing Cassie Cage today. And then went all 100% Kung Lao.
He went back to the boy.
I mean, going back to the boy always works out for him. But I mean, you know, huge shout out to...
it doesn't always, but it usually does.
It always seems to. It always seems to.
But of course, huge congratulations to Afoxygrampa for taking first place today and getting the main chunk of that £1,000 prize pot, which again, so graciously provided, and the tournament is powered by CEX. So thank you so much, guys. You can see it on the branding. You can see it on the... There it is. You can see it there on the graphics. Thank you so much for letting this tournament take place.
Shout-outs to OmegaK.
Yes, I was about to say.
Yeah, without question, because our poor boy's been through the wars today, through no fault of his own, honestly. But he still managed to get a second place here. He took out some really, really prominent UK players.
And HappyPow.
And HappyPow. HappyPow was the big victory for him, I think. Like the biggest victory of the day for Omega. And the second place is something he can 100% be proud of. But it's been a good day for Mortal Kombat. We saw the UK come out in force. We saw Xarakamaka, his first UK tournament. HappyPow here as always. Foxy taking that win. OmegaK showing us that he still means business. And overall, it's been a great experience.
So I'm going to, once again, consult our stream. Do we have, is there like a trophy or anything? Or is that pretty much end of the show?
I believe that's actually the end of the show for us. The trophies are part of a separate thing, maybe a separate presentation.
And what game follows us?
We have Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Top 8.
On Reflect 3, is it?
On Reflect Expo 3. So if
Reflect
you want
Expo
to join us
3.
on that, twitch.tv/Reflect Expo 3 for Third Strike Top 8.
Okay, so I think it's about time we close the Mortal Kombat show. Thank you again so much to every single one of you that tuned in. I know it's been nice to have it on our personal stream, so a lot of you regulars can tune in, and also anyone new that is following. If you want to follow us on Twitch, please make sure you do. Follow us at PND Mustard and PND Ketchup on Twitter for all the information regarding European Mortal Kombat, all the pro competition activity, all the future events that we're going to be at with the rest of the, the European competition, and it's a good time for Mortal Kombat 11. Thanks for joining Mustard, as always, mate.
Pleasure, mate.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here as always. And the last thank you to the production guys behind the scenes, the stream lord Will. This tournament would not have been possible without you, and this stream wouldn't have been possible
like a hyper
without
combo
you
away
as well.
from home. Look, we've got
This
a desk here.
This
Will's over
100%.
there.
The same headphones. This is a hyper combo setup, just somewhere else.
Of course. But for us, guys, that is where we must love you and leave you. Thank you so much for watching again. Huge congratulations to Foxy for the first place. We will see you guys very soon for some more competitive Mortal Kombat 11. Take care of yourselves. And again, finally, if you want to see more Reflect this year, on Reflect Expo 3 Twitch, Third Strike Top 8 will be resuming very soon. Thank you very much, guys. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next time.